Over. Sup, you fools! Mad ES Unite. I'm giggling already. Welcome to our second stream of the day, where three more countries will rehearse, and we are talking about Finland, Armenia, and who am I missing? Switzerland. Switzerland.
Yeah.
Duh. Now I'm joined by my dear friend Efe from La Turquie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Istanbul, Turkey.
Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss those three songs, which is from the second half of the first semifinal. So this is the first run through, as you know. So the first individual rehearsal, how it works is we get to watch the performances on screen here. So nobody else is watching it but the people in the press center, and you will be able to listen in. Keep in mind that these are closed rehearsals. We cannot show you the screens as per EBU regulations, anything like that. But hey, at least you get to listen to it, right? So that is the most important part. So I just want to let you know this is why we're doing it. We're not trying to be difficult. We're following the rules because we are rule followers, right?
Yeah.
Now I know the answer already, Efe, but they don't know. Which country of those three are you looking forward to the most out of those three?
I'm so excited for Finland and Armenia at this part of our rehearsals. I'm expecting more from Finland because they announced that they're going to do something really different, and which is not done by yet. So, and also for Armenia because Sasha Can just announced that she's going to make the choreography of the performance. So I'm so excited for the two performances.
The two performances, yeah. Did you know about Saara Aalto before as well? Like, because she was, in the famous national final participant in Finland, but also, of course, the X Factor?
Yeah.
Was it X Factor,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
In UK.
So you knew of her already before that as well, right?
Yeah. Before Eurovision, I mean, this year, I was just scrolling around my YouTube timeline, and I was just found Saara Aalto's Chandelier performance in X Factor UK, and I was just like, wow, what a voice! She needs to be in the Eurovision. Absolutely. I mean, and then. They announced that Saara Aalto will be representing Finland, and I was just like, thanks God, I'm so happy, and
Yeah. So
she's an international pop star, yeah.
Yes. And you also love Sevak's Armenia's Qami, then, right?
Yeah. It kind of touches me, I really quite like the song. I have no Armenian, so I cannot involve with the language that much, but I really liked the melody of the song. I really liked this Qami, the wind thing in the song, so I wish best luck for them.
Yeah. No, that's a good attitude to have. I agree with you. I'm really looking forward to the Armenian song. That one is really, really good. I'm actually I can mostly say about Switzerland because that one's one I'm really interested in. So it works out that we all have our favorites going on. But keep in mind, we came on a little early, so we don't even have. I forgot to take off my sweater actually because it was outside. Well, now you get to. I'm changing for each section.
You're stylish.
Yeah, I'm stylish. We have almost like 30 minutes or to go, I think, until the next rehearsal. 40, but we come on early just to kind of chat with you. Maybe you can ask some questions. And in just a few minutes, our buddy Sean, can you see him in the back? He's at the copy machine now. He'll go around a little bit in the press center and just a little bit and show you around on our roaming cam. Just you can see where we're living, because it feels like we're living here right now, right? For the most part, we just go home to sleep and then wake up, shower, and come back.
Yeah.
So
we came here like morning and we just ended like
exactly. The first
night.
week in particular is always the busiest one, right? The second week is way more relaxed and fun. I mean, this is fun too, I mean, this is the energy, everyone watching it. But we're humans; we do get a little exhausted.
Yeah.
So when we go home, it's like. And then you wake up, at least me, I'm speaking for myself, I wake up all grumpy, I'm like, oh, I just don't want to, but once I'm here, I'm fine,
Yeah, me too. No, not live, but yes, press live.
Yeah, press live, exactly. It's a blessing. So we're waiting for people slowly to come in. I know it's still very early, but by the time Finland's going to rehearse, I feel as the chat will be pretty full because Saara Aalto's pretty popular with the Eurovision fans.
Yes, as we told, she's a really huge international pop star, not just in Europe, she's also really popular in States. So I think she's gonna make it to the grand final with her fans.
Yeah. I'm always interested because she will have definitely a few tellable points from the UK. There's no doubt that she's gonna get some of those. I'm always thinking because the song. Will this appeal to none than outside the Eurovision bubble? Do you think this has more of a mainstream appeal, the song itself? I'm always worried. I don't know. that's always my biggest concern with that song, that this will not work, with the ordinary fans. So it's just another ordinary pop song. I'm not saying it is one, but to others.
Yeah, it's kind of, it looks like an ordinary pop song. Yet in the rumors, it's also shown like this. But Monsters has a different message. I mean, it's appeals to LGBT community. So that's why I think this thing is going to carry her out to the grand finals. I guess that's the most important message.
Yeah.
Would you need me to go?
Yes. So all you have to do is then just type in just a title. I'd call it roaming camera, and then follow the instructions. So Sean just came in, and he's going to take over the roaming cam, which is technically just a phone, but hey, we call it a roaming camera. It sounds fancier.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring that up, and then you can see a little bit of what's happening in our press center here.
So now press center is kind of empty because it's the break time.
It's lunchtime, yes. Everyone's eating.
Lunchtime. Yeah, we ate our lunch for you in advance.
I'm getting used to
So people are asking what happened with Greece during the 40-second rehearsal. Nothing happened. They just turned it off.
Yeah. They just turned off.
They just turned off our screens and switched to the Macedonian press conference, or meet and greet, I should say. So that nothing happened. I think they just turned it off too early. They made a little boo-boo. That's what they call
Maybe
it,
it
right?
was something intentional. Do you think?
I don't think so. Why would they cut off the last one? They make some. Even earlier with FR Macedonia, they weren't on schedule either. It happens sometimes.
Maybe keeping the excitement.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, somebody.
Sorry, how does one? It just says rotate to streaming landscape, and it doesn't.
Let's go back here. Oh, that's odd.
I'll do it in portrait. It'll be fine.
No, you can't. Oh, you can't. No. Are you sure?
Hang on. Have you?
Start over another
Wait,
stream.
wait.
Maybe it got stuck somehow.
No, I.
Sorry, guys. We were trying to turn on the cam. What happened with what we talked already? Is Mikolas really moving to the second semi? We have no
idea.
We don't know yet.
It's not certain, right?
Nothing has been confirmed, at least as far as we're concerned. I've been on live stream all day, and I haven't seen anything in the news streams popping up telling me anything else.
Yeah.
When is the next rehearsal, Lulia? The next rehearsal is in about. I don't want them to show them here. 30 minutes, you said?
30 minutes.
30 minutes until the next rehearsal. We're going to just show you around the press center just a tad and answer your questions.
If you lock
and
your
just
screen into one position.
No. Give me the phone real quick. Maybe just read. Sometimes, it gets stuck. It happened to me before.
I hate iPhones. You just can't work them.
I'm just going to turn up. I'm going to give them 2 minutes. Just relax.
Okay.
So as you can hear right now, Croatia's music is coming on. They're showing the
Press conference.
Croatian meet and greet now. You can watch it live on Eurovision.tv if you want to. If not, just stick with us. Matt, who is your colleague? Barry Gold is asking. This is my dear friend Efe from Turkey.
Yeah.
And
Hello
he
again.
is with ESC United.
Yeah, for 2 years.
For
It's
2
my
years.
second
It's
year.
your second year now with it. He
So
was on
happy to
camera
be
quite a lot last year as well, actually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy to be part of the ESC United as a Turkish person.
Yeah.
Because we are not in the competition, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hope we'll back soon, but I'm really happy to be catching up following the Eurovision with ESC United. Thanks to Matt.
I feel the same way because the United States also is currently not taking part, and it hurts. Hopefully they'll be back too. No, so yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so what's somebody else saying? And by the way, if you want to ask questions, make sure to put at ESC United so they stand out because we cannot always see all these posts. Right now it's fine, but just make sure going forward. It sounds stupid of changing semi. Sorry, everyone's making fun of me. I say semi for Nicolas. Never heard of such a thing. It's more likely that if Nicolas can't perform, then they will just bring someone else singing it. I don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they can just bring somebody else perform it.
Yeah. Like, it can be like last year's Salvador Sobral's maybe.
Yeah, but he still performed live.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would think that the EBU kind of tweaks their own rules as they see fit at times, where they think. So I think they would do it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they actually move him.
So now it's Croatian press conference right now.
So yeah, that's what it is. Can Nicholas borrow Julia's mountain? You ask her. I don't know. I don't think she likes to share. What's the favorite music genre of Equinox? Oh, that's a question. Oh, we already did the interview, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we've already did the interview from Saara. The best vocals so far from today and yesterday. For today, I could easily say for the best vocals, it was Croatia. It was really strong, and she changed some vocal performances. So she was actually doing better with that change. Yesterday, it was absolutely for me Elina Nechaeva, because she has a really good voice. She's singing opera, and I think for me, Estonia and Croatia.
Yeah. Oh gosh, all the questions coming in now.
Yeah.
Do you think Romania can be the dark horse this year? Dark horse to qualify, yes. Dark horse to win, no.
No.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, it's not a winner. The best vocal today, well, we only had 4 rehearsals so far. I thought Austria was fantastic, but I'm also blinded by the great staging.
I think Croatia was good.
Oh, Croatia was fantastic.
They're there.
Yeah, Croatia was amazing, and especially how she switched that up. So, I don't know why it's not flipping. That's super annoying. It was working last night, so I don't know. I would give you my other phone, but Chris has it.
If you want to, you can use mine.
Yeah, but you need access to YouTube, and I have my own personal account here.
Oh.
Should I just do a portrait?
I don't know. Should we? Yeah, but let's try it then. That's the best we can do.
So
Let's
at
give it a
least,
shot.
Yeah, just put it to the side.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we're multitasking. Have you checked any of the new video clips from Portugal? No, I haven't checked that yet. We didn't have any time. Right now we're just focusing on the live stream. Anything that I need to watch afterwards will happen after we're gone offline for the day, because, hello, I'm here. So it was really funny, because I'm not sure if you noticed, but when Sean and I were doing live streams earlier, there were people recording us doing live streams.
Oh.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'm I guess they know us now.
Live now.
Oh, is it
Hello.
okay? Well, it's not on the. I haven't put that on here yet.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone. You see nice more
I do it like-
more
Yes.
cameras.
So I'm gonna move this camera around a little bit, guys. Give me a
orientation.
second. I'm gonna move this
Should I
over.
mute the microphone?
Oh man, this is too big. Let me do the browser a little smaller here. We're trying to turn on our roaming camera here on the side so it doesn't block. I need to find the live stream on here. So right now we're just going to ask a few questions. I'm just going to look at this. There's the roaming cam now. Found it. So let's put that thing on. Browser. Put in the URL. Okay. And then we're going to interact with it.
He's everywhere.
You're going to have the exact same camera.
Yeah.
So it's still loading. The internet is a little slow right now. Oh yeah, I see it's hello. So Sean's gonna walk around a little. Unfortunately, we cannot do it sideways right now. We have to try that again when we afterwards.
Your screen's locked, that's all it is.
I don't know how to. So I didn't lock it.
We'll have a look at it.
Okay. So Sean's gonna walk around a little bit the press center. You can see that in the corner. And you can follow him right. But we're still talking here and answering a question. But we figured we'd give you something else to look at in the meantime.
Shall I go?
Leave. Get out of here.
Are you going to commentate?
Yes. Well, we're gonna look at it at the same time, but we're also still answering question.
Yeah.
So when is the next person on stage? In about 25 minutes. We keep it on every 5 minutes a question.
Yeah.
Stephanie P is asking, if you could choose the theme for the next Eurovision, what would it be? You do it.
For the next revision.
Strippers.
That was too quick.
Okay. Oops.
I was trying to be in the series.
I'm kidding. Lots of strippers. No, I don't know. I like themed like the nautical theme. Like we had the theme in Azerbaijan with fire.
Yeah.
So I like that play with the elements, but Earth is kind of boring. Maybe sky is kind of cool. Something more like
Yeah,
heaven.
like air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cloudy, that kind of. Or even it's funny, like stars and I don't know. There could so many options. I don't know. I would have to think about that.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
That was a hard question.
So you can see now Sean is walking around. This is where all the press centers at. Only half of the press center is open. Is he looking at us? So he's walking around. You can see how we work. There's a screen, and there are plenty of people. I think you see EC Radio sitting there. I recognize the shirts.
Yeah.
So he's walking around while we're waiting here for this thing to start. Just keeping you a little bit entertained. Who do you think will win? Oh, that question we get like 18 times a day, actually.
Yeah.
And I say 18 times a day that I don't know. Because it's so early, right?
It's so early.
I mean, it's still money on Israel, but there. Austria really went up in my ranking right now, as far as like odds are concerned. That was a fantastic staging.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, is there anyone that creeped up on yours?
Like for now, I found Estonia so professional, like a winning
Good one.
performance.
Good one.
But the others like Israel, yeah, maybe, but not that strong like Estonia right now for me.
No, it's not a strong stage. I would agree, but I just think Israel as a whole, the song itself, that fill thing, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's the press center smaller than usual. So when I look, it's a little smaller than usual. But keep in mind, this press center is like broken out. We have the press area, then the front desk, and then further out is the press conference room is elsewhere, and then we have a cafeteria elsewhere. There are 3 different tents basically.
Yeah.
So it's a little smaller than usual, but also keep in mind, half of the room is still closed off. There were doors that at the end of the room that they will open up later. Mm-hmm. So somebody said, missed the first 4 performances, Barry. We do have the live stream will go online in a little bit. Real quick, I mean, we don't want to spend too much time on this. First one was, who was first today?
Who was first today?
Who was first today?
From Lucas.
Oh yeah, FYR Macedonia.
Yeah.
Very simple staging, very efficient though. They're also focusing on the song.
Yeah.
Croatia, all about vocals and the staging. No props, nothing else
No
moving
dancing,
around. Just a little bit, very intimate performance. Oh, there's Stefan.
Yeah.
And then Austria was fantastic. Mind-blowingly good with the staging.
Yeah. That platform really works.
And everything, like the lighting, its energy, and once the crowd is in there, when he walks around, it'll be even more energetic.
Yeah.
Fantastic performance in Greece. Greece also, today is the day of simplicity compared to yesterday, right?
Yeah.
For the most, not counting Austria. Greece also just her singing with lights. There's nothing else going on.
It was kind of empty.
It was a little empty to some, but maybe that'll work for that song. But the concern I have with it is because she went all because the song is about Greek pride in the home, and the hand is like a sign of the Greek flag.
Like blue,
But others won't get that. That's more like Greek will love it and get it. Will Europe get it? That's the question. Okay, Felix. Okay, so. Okay, you can see the camera is a little bit choppy because I think the internet is a little bit bad outside there. Do you think that Switzerland can qualify? Yes. Switzerland people don't think it's going to qualify, they're saying, but I think knowing that they're so good live and people love them during the Eurovision concert stuff, if they put a good staging together and the energy comes across, I'm not counting them out. What do you think?
We shouldn't forget about the first semifinals being Champions League. This is my 3rd time saying this. But I absolutely think that the first semifinal is the hardest, semifinal throughout the 3 years or 4 years or something like this.
Yes.
Because it's really hard. There are lots of fan favorites, lots of hard competing countries. So Switzerland may not be also qualifying for the finals, so be ready for that.
Yeah, no, I'm mentally prepared for it, but I'm not counting that out completely. I think there is a shot that they could qualify. I don't there's Iceland I think everyone agrees is out of the running basically, right? I'm not trying to be rude, but it is.
Yeah, it's obvious.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't think Switzerland is at that point where they think they have no shot whatsoever. I think they're underdogs, but I'm not counting them out. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's see. Adam says, nice press conference area at last. Oh, you can see it, yes. The press conference, I haven't been in there yet, that's a funny part. Have you been in there yet?
Yeah, just once.
I've been always
For
stuck in the live stream. So this is, you can see the thing. Just giving you a little different view here. And I know it's upright. My screen was locked, so I couldn't flip it. We'll work on that. So little kinks here and there we have to work out. It's only day 2.
Yeah.
So, any questions? Did Saara perform? Nope. Saara is going to perform in 15 minutes. I forgot. I keep getting down.
It's now 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah. I'm good with my guessing.
Yeah, you're good.
So just hang on. Just hang around. Yeah. Do you think Belarus is just weirdly memorable enough to qualify? Tyla is asking. That is a very tough question.
It's memorable.
It's memorable. It may people like if you like Gunther from Sweden is
Yeah.
like I know I said that name, but saying
Yeah.
remember that with the weird rose? Yeah, like that. Let's vote for that one.
Yeah, like the Rose
Yeah,
guy.
but I have not a hunch, but a concern that this may actually turn off the juries. Like this is.
Also, we should consider about the countries like the neighbors because they're going to help.
Well, they're going to get
no Russia, for example, in Belarus.
That's
no
true.
Ukraine.
Ukraine, that's true. But do you think Azerbaijan, Armenia
Maybe can help. Maybe.
Yeah,
just a little.
but it's not enough. Even if they get 12 points from both, it's still you need. On average, you usually need like around 100 points to qualify, right? That's you like. Sometimes you can do with like 90 something, but just like about 100 points. So this is certainly too far away. Do you think Croatia could qualify after this rehearsal? Yes, I do think that. I think a lot. I mean, I liked it. It's all about her
too.
voice. It's like one of those performances. It's all about her.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And not everyone has the charisma and stage presence to pull that off. She does. She has the
does.
voice. She has the look.
She
She has
absolutely
the
does.
personality. And they did a good work with the camera work, even though there's nothing else going on. It was very close up, intimate. You know?
Yeah. Some fans are thinking that it was kind of like Iveta Mukuchian moment.
I know, I saw that,
Yeah,
but
like-
a little bit, but it was different because Iveta has used like certain effects,
Yeah.
with that thing, and this was softer.
Yeah, this was kind of softer. Yeah.
Yes.
But the song is soft.
No, I get I see the comparison though to a certain degree. It's different though.
Yeah.
Do you think that Belgium will still qualify? At this point, I'll say yes. Here's the thing.
too.
You too, right?
Yeah, me too. I mean, the performance was not that good, as we all in the press center and the fan zone are expecting. But Belgium will qualify.
I think and they've gotten better every single round, like the fourth run through.
Yeah.
Actually, that was like great. I remember the camera should went up low and all the lights.
Yeah.
It's people are a little bit harsh. I could be wrong. There's Sean like in the cafeteria right now. They're in the press room, by the way, as you can see. So he is staying busy. It's just very interesting to see all of that. I know there's a bit dislike of the Belgian rehearsal. I don't know why. Do you think Finland's... Oops, there is... Do you think Finland's staging will make or break them? I would say yes. Finland staging? Do you think it's going to be a make or break kind of situation for Finland, or you think they're a certain qualifier regardless of what they're doing?
Well, I don't think that it's not going to affect that much on Saara's qualification because it's about her. It's
But
also-
people are saying, just to play devil's advocate, in the national final, people were very unhappy with that staging.
Yeah.
They did not like it. I didn't like it either myself. Do you think that if she would have, she's not, right? But let's just say she would have used that staging for Eurovision. You think that would have been enough? People wouldn't be like kind of weirded out.
Of course, I mean in the UMK in the national final of Finland, it wasn't that enough, and it's not going to be enough that much in the semifinals to carry her to the grand finals. But she said she's going to make something different, and so I'm expecting more from her. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I think she needs to be careful that it's going to be okay. That she's not going to suit too silly with the staging. I know she's a huge supporter of the LGBT community and all that, and that's her thing.
She's also LGBT.
Yes, and if she pushes too, that kind of often like people get a little bit turned off by it if it's too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's done right, I mean, Conchita Wurst, that worked, right? But it was also more than just that. It was just the shock factor. It was the song as well, but there was so many different factors that came into play for her.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more, it's always a little bit more nuanced and complicated than, oh, look, the statue there and all that stuff. I didn't even notice that thing when I was out there. I didn't walk around much, so I see all these things that you're seeing right now in our roaming camp, I haven't seen before.
Yeah, me too. Some of them.
Yeah.
You haven't been in the restaurant,
No, I haven't been in the restaurant at all. So today's also a beautiful day in Alaska, because the last couple of days were
like so rainy and windy and cold.
What would be your reaction if Saara starts to sing a 35 languages version of Monsters? I would laugh.
But she did.
Huh?
She did.
She did? She did what?
She sang the 35 language of Monsters.
I know she did, but it would not work on Eurovision. That would not work here.
No, in Eurovision, of course. That
All right,
won't work.
Sean is back.
Take it out, didn't work very
It
well.
worked. No, it did. It worked. There were like a few choppy moments, but other than that, it was fine. So you saw Sean is back now. So let me move the rest over as well.
Yeah, we have 30 minutes for.
30 minutes until Finland starts.
Yes.
That's exciting.
It's so exciting.
So at this point, is there anything else we need to point out about Finland? Or no, not really, right? I think we talked it through.
Yeah.
So feel free to ask your questions. Who do you think is 100% qualifying? I feel so scared of doing any kind of 100% in this semi, but I feel Cyprus is probably a 100% qualifier to me. Israel is pretty safe.
Estonia.
I'm more 90% on that one.
Really?
I still think the juries could this one.
Jury to Estonia.
Yes, they often go against this kind of operatic pop opera they hate. They hate pop opera. They've never supported a pop opera song. In addition to that, I've watched other like panels, like they all put Estonia pretty low. But I just see it's going so big with the televoters. I'm pretty sure it's safe, right?
Yeah.
I just don't see it flopping.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah.
Also, Bulgaria will be qualifying, but not 100%. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
just like.
I'm always so
70.
scared to do the 100% these days.
Me too.
In semi too, I feel more comfortable doing 100%. Ukraine is 100% through. Netherlands is 100% through. Sweden is 100%
Yeah.
through. So I feel a little bit more confident here. I could see a huge discrepancy between juries and televoters, and it's going to be just a big hot pot
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Do you remember Poland 2016?
Yes, something like that. But more than just Poland, we probably have several countries like that.
Yeah.
Could be. Okay, so next up is how high are the chances for Iceland not finishing last? Oh, I don't know. I don't think here's the thing. There's always a possibility they're going to be like more second to third last. I think because I think they're going to get a few points from the juries maybe.
Yeah.
And some
But
song
not
will
from
become
televote.
forgotten by most. I think the best case scenario for Iceland would be a Malta last year, where the juries put it somewhat a little
Yeah.
higher, but then the televoters were like,
Yeah.
that's the best. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I just like like this year Iceland will be like the last year's Saara, I guess. Maybe worse than a little bit like.
Swala
lower
was
than-
still at least a song that people said probably not, but they were not saying for sure. You know what I mean? It was just. Okay, so next question is I saw some. Let me scroll up here real quick. What are you expecting from Cyprus staging? This question we asked quite a few. A lot of Cyprus fans. What do you expect? I already said it a few times.
But I'm not a big fan of Cyprus, but I really, I will be really happy to see her in the stage. So I really expect a good stage performance, like dancing, like with the backing dancing, with the backing dancers. Also, I'm really excited about the outfit.
The outfit?
Yeah, because Eleni is kind of really beautiful woman.
Yeah, she is.
So she's just going to.
She has a lot
reflect
of
it.
energy as well. Yes.
Yeah.
So no, I said it before, and I know it sounds kind of corny, but we expect a lot of fuego, a lot of fire pyrotechnics. I would expect for that one as well. A lot of dancing, fun, sexiness. Something.
She's gonna
so
make it.
just like this kind of very in-your-face kind of performance, but it works, especially as the closing song of the semi one.
Yeah.
That's why it's like one of the few songs in this semi where I'm like, this one goes through no matter what.
Yeah, like
So,
Cyprus.
Yeah, Cyprus. Cyprus is one that goes through. So I expect something big, fun. I don't know if you're going to see pyros today, but I'm certain it will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other questions? Oop. Yes, what are you expecting from Wayland staging? I answered it earlier as well. Personally, I expect something similar to Albania. He's going to have like a band on stage, but it's just him singing because his song feels like it's a concert, right? It's a concert song. He's singing it, it's loud. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of flashiness going on. And that would be my guess. It's just the band behind him, and he's the one doing all the singing. And his voice and his energy will just really, really elevate this to something cool. Appropriate lighting with that kind of staging. Probably more brighter lighting, like maybe red, orangey, gold, that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more energetic, like warm colors, not blue, sad colors. You need warm colors for that.
There are lots of blue colors this year.
Yeah, lots of. Yes, I noticed that too. But for Wayland, I don't think it should be blue, obviously, or like
Yeah.
darker. It needs to be,
Yeah.
like energy.
Yeah, so
yellow,
energetic.
orange, red.
Yeah.
More
Yes,
fun
please.
colors.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did I
Well,
summarize that?
like I remember the first listening experience of mine, listening to Wayland's song, and I was just like, that's not Cyprus so much, and I don't feel like I'm into it, this song, but then after listening and listening and listening, I just felt like, oh my god, that song is really good and really energetic. It makes me live. It gives me life. Like, so I hope it's going to be like a performance which includes the energetic dancing moves and the lights effects and the Yeah, like these things. What do you say?
I'm not sure what that is.
Like-
the lights, the
No,
flashes,
the camera. I'm
the
talking about
cuts,
camera.
the cuts.
Yeah, the cuts.
For
let's
camera
say.
cuts.
Yeah. Just wanted to say cut, but I didn't find them.
That's okay.
many.
Okay, no, and some more questions. What do you expect from Ukraine staging? Oh, no, that's not until Thursday. So I expect similar
Yeah.
to the national final. Well, maybe not less fire there. I don't know, but I expect
Yeah.
they're going to come up with something similar.
But absolutely, it's going to be a piano, right?
I'm sure that he's going
It's
to. Yeah,
presented.
they have to.
Yeah.
How long till Finland? 10 minutes. Do you think that Greece could fail to qualify? The only way I could see Greece fail to qualify is the people don't click with it. You know?
Well, I was so certain, I was so sure about both Greece and Cyprus qualification. Because I don't know why, they vote each other and also they, appeal to each other. But I don't know. I just imagine Greece in the grand final. I don't know why. Just to my instincts.
You don't?
I feel like.
you feel? Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I feel like Greece will
Yeah.
be in the grand final.
No, I feel
also
so.
to Cyprus.
The only thing I can see, because it's a staging, it's a very specific song that speaks to a certain group of people, and if others who are not these people don't click with it, that is the only downfall I could see for her.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But if she delivers it and people are touched by it, then yes, she will qualify. That's the only thing that could happen. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure she's through. That's my only concern.
Well, let's say Cyprus is more. So we are more sure than Cyprus.
Yeah,
because
Cyprus,
of the
I'm
order
way
and,
more certain.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
What?
Look, after 1 minute it jumped out onto the screen. And then I started recording again and it jumped back while it was recording.
Okay, what happened? So you don't have the video? Or you have only a 1 minute video?
Yeah, because it jumped out of the while
Did-
it was filming. It jumped out.
What button did you push? Sorry. I'll have to look at that later.
I pushed record, and then I pushed this one, and then it was recording fine. And after 1 minute, it jumped out of the screen.
Okay.
Right.
It is what it is right now. We
Yeah.
can't do much.
No,
All right.
sorry.
All right, people. Sorry, we had to figure out a technical difficulty here. Why do you call Belgium 3 years in a row as a last qualifier? Is there a reason why? Well, first of all, we don't do it. Well, it happened the same with Iceland, and I remember in 2009, 10, and 11, they were the last ones to be announced, and I was like, is
I
that
remember
a theme?
2012. Turkey was the last.
Yes, but that was with Azerbaijan. It was kind of
Yeah.
like obvious.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just coincidence. I think. But yeah, it is always like
If it's gonna be like the
Belgium.
same this year,
Yeah, that would be.
it's gonna
funny.
be really funny.
It gets all like again, last one. So people are saying, by the way, that Wayne will perform alone on stage. Wayne has said that's fine. I mean, I would have liked to have a band there, but hey, he has enough energy and charisma to make it work. So let's see. Finland versus Cyprus. What would you choose to go through before rehearsals? Cyprus over Finland at this point. I think.
Cyprus.
Cyprus is a more sure qualifier in my opinion.
Did you see the bit on the live stream where I couldn't open the press conference door?
Yeah. We were gossiping about how many times we've been there.
So yeah. So what are your opinion on Croatia's qualifying after the rehearsals? We answered it just a minute ago. I think we feel better about it, but it's a tough semi. That's what we were saying.
Yeah.
Do you think we missed out on much in the last run through of Greece's performance? No, you didn't miss anything. It's just they just do it all the time, over and over again. It's less for the acts to get comfortable. It's those little things that you don't always often notice, like the camera angle a little here, looking into that camera, the hair should be a little bit that way. There's a shadow on her nose. The random stuff that we don't necessarily care about as much. And keep in mind, this was only the first individual dress rehearsal. They have another dress rehearsal individuals Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So they have, and then the dress rehearsals. So there's plenty of rehearsing still left for them. So you didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
There's other questions. Who are your favorites from the semifinal 2? I see this is very difficult because I would have to have the list. And I don't have the list in front of me right now. I know that probably for me, the Netherlands is really high up there.
From semi-final 2.
I love Georgia, and again, I have to think. I can't even think of them all.
Australia!
You like Australia, right?
Yeah, I like Australia too much. I'm expecting good stage and good vocals from her. But she's gonna bring it. I love Jessica.
Oh yeah, I love her too.
Yeah,
Chris,
she's cute.
use this camera going forward. Oh wait, and this one I have to change the password because this one always locks. So give me a minute. Sorry. Sorry, we're working on some camera issues here right now. So we got a multitask. So can you pay attention to the
Yeah, of
chat
course,
for me
of
while
course.
I am doing that? If anything
Yeah.
comes up.
Hello. What's your expectation from? What are our expectations from Romania tomorrow? We see as a qualifier, but not a winner. So, according to me,
According to me.
Romania will be qualifying for the grand finals, but I'm not expecting so much from them actually. Something different from the national final. What do you think about Sweden this year? Elin Nerhag wants to know. I'm expecting a good stage performance with nice, let's say, backgrounds. We don't have LEDs this year, but like not the same like in the Melody Festivalen show, but kind of similar like this. Are you going to vote in the grand final? No, I'm not going to. I can't because I don't have the SIM card from the Portugal. So I'll try to get it, but I don't think so. Are you going to vote? Yeah. Best rehearsal so far. Well, it's a kind of hard question to answer, but for me, the best performance, let's say, was Estonia to me. I don't know why I'm so being like a fangirl to Estonia, but
Chris,
I really liked Estonia's performance.
When you're ready to go, comment. I'll give you the phone.
Have you seen what's on stage?
No. Oh,
Finland.
there you go. So
Yeah.
Finland has props, blinking, flashing props.
Yeah,
It looks like a staircase.
like a platform, but it's like
A
white.
platform, a staircase, stairs leading up to a platform,
Yeah, with stairs.
and it looks like triangles
yeah.
and stuff.
And
Oh,
Saara
there's
is there.
Saara there. What's she wearing? Somebody's blocking the view.
Like a black. Yeah.
It looks dark.
Just
Something
move.
glittery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's wearing
a good
she's
necklace.
wearing
like-
black, and she has like that, just that spine-looking silvery. It looks like the spine,
Yeah.
just in front right now a little bit.
She's wearing black, and her hair is just like from here, and it's how do we say buns?
Yeah, yes, correct.
It's a long bun, and it's a glittery black dress with a glitter silver
It's not, it's not like a
necklace.
necklace, it's like a scarf almost.
Yeah, it's
Necklace, something like that, yes.
kind of exaggeration.
She's also a little bit of legs, but she has high boots. Like the boots go up over her knees.
Yeah.
There will be dancers. I'll see at least 2 dancers, I think. One guy just sliding across the street. They're just getting ready. There are definitely several guys, I think. Was it a woman? I don't know. On there. So there's definitely stuff happening.
We see the light. So
Oh my
so the-
lord! So it's a oh no, it's like a 2 stairs leading up to a platform at the top, and then there's a big star behind her, and like a triangle, and within that triangle is a star-looking kind of logo. They're all illuminated, all lights, and then there are lines underneath as well on the platform. So it's very flashy stage. It's a big prop.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be a colorful stage performance.
She will go up the stairs. Yeah, it's going to be very dramatic, but we expected that anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because nothing. She said that they're going to do something that has never been done before. At
Yeah.
Eurovision.
What do you think it's gonna be? Do you have any predictions?
Strippers? Eventually, the strippers will happen, right? Now, I don't know. Somebody said something about upside down, even that she was singing upside down, hanging or something
Yeah,
like
maybe
that.
like domino performance. Do you remember the domino performance? of Saara
Dominoes?
Aalto?
Yes, that was really
I
good.
should like this, something like this.
No, I could totally see that.
What do you expect from we can't see the clothes of the dancers so much, but it's like more grey.
Yes,
It's more like grey, and it's more like
they have like these shirts where you see like a little bit of chest, but not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everything. Just
yeah.
like this part here.
yeah, they are like just topless, and
Yeah.
they just get a clothes and
So there are 2 dancers they're warming up. There are 2 dancers down there. There's one person standing on the stairs, which I think is probably the backup singer. I don't know.
yeah, the
'Cause
girl.
that person's not really dancing.
Yeah, but the backing vocals and the dancers are commonly wearing grey.
Yes, they're a little bit. Yeah, it's not very colorful. At least
Yeah.
the outfits anywhere,
Yeah.
which is fine. I'm not saying you need to be like super colorful.
Maybe that's all because that's they are wearing great because that's because to represent
Yeah.
all the decoration and all the music. And
They're almost like
fonts.
little like strange soldiers if you look at the costumes. with the way
yeah,
they
it's
look
more
at-
like monsters and like soldiers.
Yeah. They have like this weird logo on the back of their suits as well. It's like two arrows kind of crossing.
Yeah. It's like
the
a
one
star, but
So it's really interesting. We'll see.
7, 8. So it's an 8 triangle. Yeah.
So they're all getting ready, but we still have probably a couple minutes. That's why they have these things. Yeah, but still, I wonder what else is going on stage.
Me too. I'm so.
I wonder if they're
excited.
going to be like moving parts. Like
Yeah,
it's-
maybe,
Like
yeah.
it's another lift in a lift or something like that,
Yeah,
or she leans against it
yeah.
and then starts spinning.
Yeah. So, in 2 minutes, I guess they'll start. Oh, also the the star things is colors is changing.
Yeah, everything, the entire thing is like flashing in different colors. Right now the stairs are purple, the star is like greenish, mint kind of color.
Yeah.
And little change though.
Yeah.
All right. I can plug this in until Chris is ready. When you're ready, I'm trying to plug it for charging. Just.
I thought you wanted to wait until the music's on.
Huh?
You wanted to wait until the music's on.
No, I mean whenever you go, just let me know when you're ready to leave, and I can give you the phone. I'm just charging it a little.
Stephanie P, what is the most cheap performance for now?
What define cheap? Cheap as in like bad cheap or cheap and affordable cheap? Because then Greece and Croatia are super cheap because they didn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, I'm still stuck on Iceland being cheap
too.
because now props and even the staging, the idea was not very thought through. At least even Croatia and Greece had ideas by being alone and doing something with it, with the camera work. In Iceland, there was nothing done with it. The
I
camera
think it's
work-
just the same with the song Vakepnin. Mm-hmm. It was just the same with the national final. So, nothing any effort. So excited for Saara. And if Finnish people are here, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, are any Finns in the house?
Yeah.
Well, some UK fans probably because she's very popular there.
Yeah,
As well.
oh yeah, as well.
And I don't know why I want to raise the roof all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a reason for Waylon falling down in the odds? He was
So low.
It's because he hasn't rehearsed yet,
well,
and things may go up and down. But again, it's all the people who have money.
Absolutely.
So don't let that. And there have been manipulations of odds before as well. So
Also, it's
don't.
all about performance. It's all about rehearsals.
Yes, it's very, very important.
Really?
Very, very important. She'll start in any minute now. They're getting situated right now. Somebody's asking when will they start. Marta asked that, and I can confirm she'll start very soon.
Yeah.
We're just waiting.
Do you think Ireland and Ryan can have a good impact on viewers with proposed staging?
Here we go. What?
Do you think Ireland and Ryan can have the good? It's just gone. Have a
You
good
think-
impact on with proposed staging.
Could I don't know. At the pro stage,
It's not a fan favorite.
It's not a fan favorite. Oh, so you're gonna be quiet. Try to remember as much as possible. I'm gonna-
She's going to spin around like Domino, isn't she?
Yep.
No.
Yes, she is. She is spinning, ladies and gentlemen. She's singing upside down.
That was bad. Yeah, she's spinning.
And the two dancers are
Never heard
dancing in
room
front of
get
her.
So disappointed so quickly. That was amazing.
Now it's really low, the sound. So she's now walking down that platform that she was spinning on, and they're walking around the stage. The two backup singers, dancers are right behind her, wearing those strange outfits, the soldier outfits. Oh, I know, I saw that too.
Oh my gosh.
So there are 4 other people on stage with her, I think. The 2 backup singers, and then the 2 dancers. Yeah, the 2 women are the backup singers, and they're all dancing around now. No, the prop is just... No, she's not spinning anymore. Just during the very first chorus, she was spinning. Saara is dancing too. She has a choreography. She sounds a little bit out of breath.
So expecting for the high
No,
notes.
we weren't able to. We only signed up for the first 10 because they only had 10 available. So we're not able to get interviews there. We're not able to get interviews there. Oh, okay.
Fireworks already. Pyrotechnics.
Yeah,
They can afford it. They really want to have it. It's not much. Just a little bit of fire in the back there.
yeah, just Faifu.
She sounds fine though. No. At the beginning she sounded a little out of breath.
Yeah.
She's back up on her pedestal. Ooh!
Oh,
At the very end, she fell down from a little pedestal thing.
We don't need another artist in the hospital, please.
I know,
don't.
no.
please, no.
That would suck. That's a
Please don't
dangerous
do that.
thing. So she fell off her pedestal, and the two backup dancers caught her, of course, because otherwise she would be joining Nicholas in the hospital. And okay. So here's the thing. There's a lot going on stage. First of all, you are... Well, let's go for the staging first, and then we'll ask your opinion, because, you know, you're the fan. So the staging is, it's this weird, like, pedestal thing that she gets on. It's like a platform, and two stairs lead up to the platform. And on top of it is like this, with the lights, it's like a star, and a triangle, all that stuff, so lighting. And she stands on there while the dancers are kind of dancing in front of it.
Yeah.
We don't see the backup singers at first much. The two
Yeah,
ladies are kind of
yeah.
hiding until later.
Yeah.
As soon as the first chorus kicks in, that's when she starts spinning, right?
Yeah. In the first verse, she starts, spinning around the platform.
Chorus, you mean?
From the before the chorus.
Before the chorus is already?
It was
Okay.
in the verse one. So yeah, so she actually. I mean, the first impression that I get from her was she's absolutely so professional.
Yes.
I mean, she's acting. Her moves, her vocals
no,
are
you're not
all
cold.
professional.
Just keep it unlocked if it's locked for
She's-
more than 15 minutes, but you know.
I mean, she's ready to get the revenge from the last year.
Yes,
I guess.
So once they're done with the spinning, she comes down the stage and the stairs, and the two backup dancers will stand right behind her and then walk around the prop thing, around the stage a little bit, and they kind of do like a thing, like, sexy stuff. And sexy stuff. So that's
It's
how I
sexy
talk.
for you.
And then actually Saara's kind of dancing with them as well. She has like moves and choreography and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all happening. Then also see the two backup vocalists at least a little bit more prominent then as well. So they start dancing with the guys while she's doing her singing and all
Yeah.
of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's at the end of the song, she walks back up on her little thing, up the stairs, and then she falls, like at the very end, I ain't skate no more.
And yeah.
And then, then she
then
falls
she
down.
falls.
And those two dancers, hopefully every time will catch her.
We'll hope. We'll hope.
We're like, oh no. Everyone's like, no. Oh, why did everyone scream no? They turned off the TV for like 3 seconds. Like, as she was singing...
Just as it was about to kick
Yeah,
in.
just like, I ain't click.
Yeah, it was just like went, and then we were like, what? Again?
Yeah, nobody knew what was happening. So they turned off the screen, like, as she was singing the chorus. And we knew she started spinning, and we were like, really? Now you're turning off the screen? Was the staging better than UMK?
Yeah, absolutely. It was
Yes.
better.
Sean, do you agree? Better staging than UMK?
Yeah, because that was just poor. There
Okay,
wasn't the UM
I would
so-
agree it's better.
It's better.
It's absolutely better. And the only thing I will have to point out, and that's probably because Oshimei was focusing, she sounded a little bit out of breath during the first chorus. Because maybe with all that spinning, and maybe because walking around before and all that stuff. She'll have more calmness when she actually has just one rehearsal. So she may sound even more out of breath now when she's doing like 4 more times, or 3 more times. So that was the only thing.
Also, one of the most important things is is filling up the stage.
Yes.
I mean,
This is filled up.
this is absolutely filled up. But for example, in the national final, it wasn't filled up that much.
That's
But now it's like total, and you can see it.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Oh, and by the way, the color scheme is mostly, well, not mostly. It changed a little bit. It was like purple and
Yeah.
blue.
Bisexual lighting.
Huh?
Yeah.
Bisexual lighting. Look it up.
Really?
Pinks and blues and things
But
like
she's
that.
lesbian.
I
She's
didn't know.
bisexual.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a bluish kind of thing, and then purple.
Is she?
And,
She might be gay. I don't know.
I
so
assume that she was lesbian.
I don't know.
so that is what the color scheme. So it's a little darker, but it works because it's good. So there are no monsters on stage or anything or any creepiness. The most creepy, it's nothing creepy on there. The backup. Do you like the dancers' look, like the outfits?
Yeah, I kind of like the soldier thing because it's like
It's like leather soldier, like it's like
yeah, like Saara,
the
it's their
bond-
commander,
like,
and they're
leather
just like,
soldiers.
yeah.
Like what? Sorry, say one more time.
It was like Saara is like looking like a commander, and the others
Oh.
are like just like the soldiers, and
Oh,
it's kind of cool. It looks like a Swedish
Just the
performance.
snow fairies.
Yeah, they're
That's
just
the snow fairies.
fairies.
and just a reminder. So her look is she's wearing black like dress, it's almost like, but only up to
Yeah.
her hips. It's like you see legs, but she's wearing boots
Legs,
up until
legs.
to her knees. And then she's wearing like that silvery kind of necklace, that almost looks like a spine, but it's the front. It can't be a spine right here. It would be weird. But yeah, it looks like it, but it's very glittery.
Not much nudity, by the way.
But it doesn't look like disturbing. It looks good. I like the look.
Yeah, me too. It's not too much exaggeration.
Yeah.
It's not too simple.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
it's
she found a good medium because she likes to go all out with outfits. It's her thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like too much. Some people said that in national not to you, but
Well, yeah, in
to
the national
average
final.
person.
Yeah.
Right? So this I think will please the fans without turning off those who are not necessarily like in your face stuff.
Yeah.
So that is what we're. I am. My first impression was I'm relieved. I was worried she's gonna butcher the staging. I don't think it's butchering. Now, whether or not you can argue if the spinning is necessary, like what does it add per se, except it's memorable. But I guess it has never been done before.
Yeah, but if it's not if it's not here the spinning thing, if it's not here, so it won't be like it wouldn't be different from the national final. So maybe she just wanted to decide that.
She liked the domino spinning, and she wanted to have that.
Yeah. She just it's going to be the first thing, and it's going to be different from my national final.
That is true.
So I'm going to do spinning.
And the thing is,
Good
it's
strategy.
that moment. Like, you remember that spinning song, the one where women
Domino.
spin? No, I mean, like, imagine like you watch it as a regular viewer, right?
Ah, yeah.
And you're like, you remember that woman that's
Yeah.
That's the thing that people will remember.
I will absolutely.
That's the kind of thing that always comes.
Oh, do you remember that performance where she did a trust fall and they didn't catch it? That was. I feel sorry for her. I'm going to vote for her.
Oh yeah, that's like
She's in the
terrible.
bed just like.
It is a trust fall. Yeah, that's right. I didn't think of
Yeah.
it that way. It's a trust fall, totally. Also, they had already fireworks. The first country that is using fireworks, at least in the first run through.
Yeah.
Well, and also, we haven't seen any fireworks
Yeah.
yet.
Israel is just did the wind thing,
Fog,
right?
just
Yeah.
fog.
Oh yeah.
The fog
The
effect.
fog, yeah.
Yes.
Saara promised a final.
So yeah.
Yeah. Also, we should talk about the UK thing. UK relationship with the Finland and Saara.
Well, Saara took part in the British
X
X Factor in 2016,
Yeah.
2 years ago, and did really well. Actually, she was runner-up, right?
Yeah.
She was second place. She made it all the way to the finals and then lost to somebody else that I don't know who.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so people know and love her. I remember when I watched like some of the reaction videos online, like so many came from like teenage girls
Yeah,
from the UK. So she has definitely a following there. So expect at least a few points from the UK to Finland.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is how was child choir voices? It sounded less child choiry, this one, because it was women singing it. So, I mean, you could still sound it like a little bit more like...
Yeah.
Which I wasn't, and I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a fan of it. That kind of turned me off in the song the most. it was not quite as annoying this time. So
Yeah.
it's to me, I like it.
Yeah, in the national finals, I think the problem was that it was kind of childish.
Yeah.
You know, the dress was also the childish. Also, the performance was kind of childish because there was too much colors, and the colors were like, you know, neon colors.
Yes.
So there were too much, but now it looks like Swedish performance, isn't it? It looks like a Melody Festival
Yep.
performance.
That is true.
It looks
That is
cool.
true. So I saw several people asking, "Where's your co-commentator from?" Why don't you tell them where you're from?
I'm from Turkey, Istanbul.
Istanbul.
Hello.
Yes, yes. It's the second year that he is with ESC United, actually. So, how much do you hate it now?
I hate it too much. I'm now quitting. Bye.
I know. I have to blackmail him for him to come back. So yeah, that's FA. By the way, in case you need a name as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was here last year, but in case you weren't part of this last year, then you know.
Yeah.
Time to. Plus, he looks very different now with the hair gone and all of that stuff. all of that
No
stuff.
longer the Turkish Nathan Trent.
No longer.
No longer.
Yeah, with longer, he looks like the Turkish Nathan Trent. Do you think she will finally rise in the odds? Do you think Finland has? I don't get the odds. I don't understand odds. I mean, I understand odds, like what they do and what they represent, but I don't understand what really makes people go like, yeah. So I don't know if this is going to have an impact. I don't think it's going to have a negative impact. I don't think it's going to be a negative impact.
No, not on Finland.
Worst case scenario, it's going to stay. I would be surprised if it goes
Well,
down.
she's like how many right now? 12 or 11, I guess.
I would have to look it up. I don't know.
I guess kind of like this, but you know, if, it's gonna be like maybe in top 10, but nothing more. But after dress rehearsal, it may change a little bit. I guess so.
Yeah.
But nothing negative about it.
Yeah. I think they just want to qualify at this point. I think that is their biggest goal, right? I mean, of course, they want to do really well, but
Yeah. They couldn't do in the 2016.
anything qualification that would be great. And for Saara, she's actually a Eurovision fan. I mean, you want to root for her just for that alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's her dream to be in Eurovision. Now she gets to do that. I'm so happy. I like her personality. She's fiery. She is interesting. I like people with actually a little bit more of a rather than the person.
She looks so
So,
cool.
now what they're doing right now, in case you're wondering, the delegation is reviewing, is watching that performance right now, and then pointing out a few things. We don't like this, we don't like that, let's fix that. And then they're going to do that.
They're
So-
telling us something in Turkish.
I don't speak Turkish.
Yeah, I know.
So let's see other questions here while we're waiting. Will Finland qualify at least? They're in the running. They're absolutely in the running to qualify. I would be, at this point, I feel more comfortable putting them in my top 10 of qualifiers. Yes, I would say. I mean, you're
Me?
in there anyway. No, me. I mean, and you have them as qualifiers anyway.
Yeah.
We have to wait and see, though. There's still competition coming up. What if there's the most amazing performance coming from Ireland? I don't know, like somebody ran that you didn't expect, you know, so you never know. But I'm pretty sure they're good.
They're insisting on right now. So the people who are Turkish and who wants me to speak in Turkish, I cannot do that. I think it's not going to be suitable that much in a US United channel.
Does I speak Turkish to them?
Yeah, no, they just want me to speak in Turkish. They didn't believe in that I'm Turkish. I don't
Well, you
know.
can say something in Turkish.
Merhaba herkese buradan o zaman. Lizbon'dan sevgiler. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Yayını da takip etmeyi unutmayın. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can say something too. No, I forgot. I forgot the word already. Never mind.
Whoa.
No, I forgot it already. I forgot it. Do you consider these countries who vote in your? Do you consider the countries who vote in yes? Yes, of course I take that into consideration. That's why Finland, I'm a little more worried because I only have. No, they have more. They have like Iceland to a certain degree, but it's not like they give each other that many points. But it's the only other Nordic country. But then there's Estonia, possibly that give them a little bit. I don't know Lithuania's track record with Finland and all that stuff. So I don't know. I can't say for sure. Okay, so Finland should be ready for another run through in just a minute. Let's see if they're going to change anything. I mean, there's only so much as they can do. I mean, there is a lot going on, but they're not going to change. Like now, we're not going to do the spinning. No, that's going to stay.
Yeah, but we'll.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
She's standing again on her little like spinny machine thing. She's not spinning yet. Now she starts. Now the chorus. Now she starts spinning.
Oh yeah, that's the chorus.
That's the chorus, not the
okay.
verses. Yes, that's the chorus.
It's more like a pre-chorus, because it's not like.
Well, it doesn't have, this song doesn't have a pre-chorus.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's only like, and she's done spinning already. Now her spinning thing comes down slowly, but she doesn't spin much. So you can see it's just for a few seconds. But that's how you start, I guess. It's a memorable start. Oh, they can't get her off.
Oh.
So they tried to untie her from the spinning machine, and it didn't work, so they missed their cues. So they were, but hey, that's what you are, a professional. You just keep going.
Yeah,
so
of
they ran to the
course.
spot, and they did it. Good job for that.
But she did a face like this.
Yeah, she made a little like face.
You can tell she's probably like quite a perfectionist. and
Yes.
stuff like that.
But he's also a professional at the same
Yeah.
time. Because she wasn't like that, let's stop it, let's start over. Now she continued. So, yeah. The two female dancers are actually at the top of their little prop thing right now, just singing, while the guys are dancing next to them. But they're coming down the stage right now, the stairs, I mean. So now they're all kind of just dancing around her, doing the touchy thing. Like putting on your shoulder like this.
Oh God.
And there's the fireworks in the back, like those pyro, like little like fire fountains. And but they're also just very short. I don't know if they're really necessary. They don't really make a difference.
Yeah.
But it's all the stage about purple and light blue, and not the. That's it. But it works with it. It needs to be darker. The
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah.
I do like this stage.
I did.
I don't really miss the LEDs.
Huh?
I don't really miss the LEDs. I'm not gonna lie. With this.
It works. Well, you need to be creative, and I think they did a pretty good job here, don't you think?
Yeah. But that looks good, you know.
Yeah.
But we may have chance to see more performance.
Yes.
More
Well,
dance.
it sometimes can be lazy.
Yeah,
It
was
makes me
kinda-
so nervous when she does the fall. Every
Yeah,
time.
me too. It was kind of like different.
Yeah. What was I
Wasn't
gonna
that
say?
true?
I don't like it when people are lazy with LEDs. They just put some fun little
Me
screen
too.
and that's all they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're like, oh, that's lazy.
I mean, they're sometimes relying on just the LEDs.
Yeah. She also sounded better this time around. She was not out of breath the
Yeah.
first time. Granted, she had some time to breathe after she got stuck in that thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, she did fine. So I think I am satisfied with the staging. I was really worried about this one. Even though I don't necessarily like, am I crazy about the song myself? I want Finland to qualify and I want Saara to qualify because I just really,
Yeah,
I have nothing against them. So I'm glad that they came up with something. I was really nervous. So
Yeah.
yes, fans of Saara Aalto, you should be feel good. Music is feeling. We don't need LEDs.
Music is not fireworks.
I didn't know you were in this chat, Salvador. Okay, so now,
Salvador, is that you?
no, I get what you're saying. We don't need LEDs, but keep in mind, Eurovision is also a stage show. So there is the visual aspect of it. Otherwise, we would just broadcast it on the radio.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
there is a visual aspect to it. Because it's not just the music. Music is the most important thing, but it's, it's a whole package. But yeah, I agree. I like it that they have to be a little bit more creative with the staging, right? You can't just rely on like an easy background.
Yeah.
Jupiter, as Iceland aside, great, that's always my go-to. Which other song so far are you pretty confident will not qualify if you had to choose? That's a tricky question. How very dare you? Iceland, no, I can't do it.
Lithuania for me. Lithuania for me. It's first semi-final and it's like a Champions League.
I'm going for the list right now in my head.
Thank you. Albania? No.
Albania still
Your
has a
favorite?
shot to me. No, it's not. I mean, I like it. That's not to do with my taste. I'm not going based on my taste.
Mine is Albania.
I'm trying to think. Who we had? Austria. At this point, I guess I have to say Lithuania as well.
Lithuania.
Yeah. But I'm not even 100% sure about that one. This is so tough.
It's
You
not
missed-
that because the performance was not.
Yeah. Falcosat says, do you miss the giant heads on the LED screen background? No, I do not miss the self-indulgent, like Australia kind of thing. It wasn't the only one, but that's always the first that comes to mind, because I was so in your face about it.
I remember
Croatia.
Imre's
Huh?
body.
Croatia.
Croatia too, yes. but there were others. Quite a few of them.
Oh my god. Change subject.
Did you know when will Poland in rehearsal? They're in the second half, so the day after tomorrow. They're in the second half of second semi. Tomorrow is semi 2 first half, and then Poland is in 2 days.
Yeah.
What do you think Portugal needs to do to win again? Send a song that's a winner. I don't know, that's the easiest thing to say. Personally, I said before, I don't think that this is a winning song for Eurovision. But Portugal does this thing where they want to stick to their, like, these, not fado music, but certainly what's that?
Sad.
What's the music, the festival called? Festivali, the Cansal.
Cansal.
Yes. So they have a certain style there, right? And it took them a long time to get a winner out of that, right?
Absolutely.
Maybe they should just modernize it a little. Do you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
little bit more like contemporary music.
Yeah.
That it's just, not just even just, I'm not just talking about the mainstream pop, but maybe just a broader range of styles. Doesn't have to be always just, monsters from Saara Aalto, but something that's a little bit more, could be more jazz, could be more rock, could be more dancey stuff, could be more EDC. Like there's so many options. So I think there needs to be more of a variety rather than just sticking to a certain style.
Yeah.
That would be, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, like this year, like, what if she wins? I mean, what if Claudia wins again?
Then we're
I'm not going
back
to be
Portugal.
surprised that much.
Really,
And
I
then
would be.
what if they send that Diogo Pecara next year, and then he wins, and then the whole country just has to declare bankruptcy?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
But I'm not going to be surprised
I would
that
be
much.
super surprised. I don't think they're going to win. I know they're not.
I would love it if Portugal won it.
Me too. Me too.
It's such a
Oh, you would
it's
like
one of
to
my
come back
favourite-
here?
It's one of my favourite songs. It's such a story. I'd hope it wouldn't be Lisbon. I'd hope it'd be somewhere else.
I don't think it's.
I feel like they would have
Anyway,
it somewhere else.
does Belgium still have a
Also,
chance to?
yeah.
People keep. That's like.
Guimarães.
That's very interesting because
Oh,
people
how
get
to
stuck
pronounce
on the Belgium thing. Like if they're going to qualify, like it's all they talk about. Yes, Belgium still has a chance to qualify. Relax. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's certainly there's still a chance.
Yeah.
Be diplomatic.
So let me ask you what you think about the Polish songs this year. I like it.
Georgia.
It's a fun, dancey song, and I like to dance. Now, I'm always saying it's not the song that breaks the mold. Like it's something we've heard before. And the only problem I have with the Polish song is that there is the moment missing that really makes it stand out, like that hook or that big moment.
Yeah.
That's to me at least. What do you think about the
I want to
Polish
give them
song?
one trip.
With the Polish song, it's like a summer anthem. Like I quite like the EDM and I quite like the the discotheque songs and so on. So I really quite enjoy the song, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out in this stage, because they may want to do something really energetic, or they may just want to do with the lights or something like this, like 2016 Georgia. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe they will be doing something like this year, but I'm not sure quite of it.
We'll have to see. I hope they're going to fix something from the staging from the national final. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Me too.
Okay, what do you think about Sevak? Will he qualify? I mean, again, it's the semi-1, so who knows? But I think he has a really good shot. Good draw, good song, and I expect a really good staging. It just seems like kind of song that will really work for a lot of non-Eurovision fans. It's not quite as big and popular within the Eurovision community, but I do feel as this one has a little bit more of a broader appeal.
Yeah. For me, the same. I mean,
He's
Armenia.
I love his voice. Like it's so good. It's so dreamy. It's like,
Also, the story is.
yeah, but nobody speaks the language.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That is true, though. To be fair, I said that about Italy a lot. If you are able to tell the story of a song without singing in English and still able to captivate and bring it across in the way you perform and sing,
It's a risk.
it's a risk, but it can be rewarded very well. Look at Portugal.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know what he was saying. He could have just sang shoebox.
Also, 2017, 2007,
2000
Serbia,
yeah,
Molitva.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. One more run through. At least one more, possibly two.
Come on.
So the backup dancers are kind of like also there where as she's spinning in front of it. Yeah, it just goes like, zoom, and then goes back. It doesn't go all the way around.
Yeah, why?
She's not. I don't know.
Come on.
Now this time they got her out there in time.
Yeah,
I
finally.
feel like the longer shot in her face was to make sure that
Yes, that's smart. So yeah, she's walking around the stage right now. The two backup dancers are with her right there, and the two ladies are showing up as well. Again, dressed as soldiers with like leather straps or something.
She looks so cool.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a good look. I think I was worried about because she's gonna go too far out in your face, you know. It's classy, it's still stylish. So yeah, it looks now more polished.
Yeah.
It was a little bit weak vocally at the beginning, but now she's picking it up. She's not giving 100% vocally,
Yeah.
which is fine.
She ain't scared no more.
Actually, didn't go all the way up with that note.
Yeah.
She kept it a little lower on this one.
I think she's doing it intentionally.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's in the first rehearsal. You don't have
Yeah.
to go all out and rude.
Of course.
Rolla was like notorious. She went like really just invincible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh look, firework!
Oh!
Bubbles. No, no bubbles.
Oh, she's got one as well.
Wow!
Never mind, people.
Woo! That was better.
So,
Yeah, that was better.
so what happened? So the ladies were first of all, there was like the firework, water fountain. No, what's the word I'm looking for? Rain.
Yeah.
Like the firework rain coming from at the very end, and then the ladies were holding, I think, like cannons.
yeah.
Of this pistol
Yeah.
that came out fireworks as well. So it was full of fireworks at the very end. So it was bombastic ending, and this is. I'm not sure if you agree. What they did smart about this staging is it starts us with something memorable with the spinning,
Yeah.
and it ends on something like boom
Memorable.
moment.
Yeah.
You go in with something
Like
gay,
hospitalisation, yes. It's
that too. But you know what I mean? Like with the spinning, people remember that, and then the big explosion at the end,
Yeah.
people will remember that. So even if you kind of like lose interest in between,
Yeah.
that's a good recipe.
start and
That-
You're
end
right.
on a high.
Huh?
Start and end on a high.
Yes, very very clever. Starting and ending on a high is
So the tension is going on like this. It's just the flipping. It goes like, and then the falling.
Yeah.
So it's just like this. So
absolutely.
Fireworks.
yeah,
The
and
fireworks.
the fireworks. Yeah.
So I think we have a few Armenian fans in here because I see a lot of his name, Sevak, popping up. And this is good because both of us love Qami.
Armenia.
So, Armenia, I remember the Armenian national final must have been one of my favorites of all time. There were a gazillion fantastic songs in the running. And they could have just had Eurovision using those songs. I was just blown away by it. It was hard to see all these good songs being eliminated there. A great song won, but there was so many. Ugh, it's so hard for me to see all the other songs without winning. So I still listen to those. I have them on my phone. So they're really, really good. So, but it's Sevak's turn. He won the jury and the televote.
Yeah.
So he rightfully deserves it. Now he won
Russian.
Ukraine, right? No, wait,
I remember
Russia?
like Russia.
Uh,
The Voice Russia, right?
who won? Sevak from Armenia won in Ukraine the reality show, right?
I don't know.
These people will tell us. I'm saying Ukraine. He says saying.
Am I your
Russia.
researcher now?
Huh?
Am I your researcher now?
No. I was just asking.
The Voice of Russia in 2015, it says.
So I forgot. He won in Ukraine,
He's
right?
a Russian Armenian who won the Voice of Russia in 2015.
Damn it, you were right. Dang it.
And he won X Factor Ukraine the year after.
Oh, we're both
So he
right. But
won
I was the
both.
one. Well, I said he won,
Wow.
but
He
I'm
was
more
also
right
a-
than you.
He was also a coach on the Voice of Armenia.
Yeah, that's
So
unimportant.
he's done a lot.
Yeah, he's done a lot. So we're both right, but I'm more right.
Yeah. Okay. You're the boss. So
Oh, I like that. See, I trained them well.
I have my payment, honey.
All right, so Finland or Croatia?
Oh, sorry,
It
no,
comes-
he competed in the Voice of Russia. He didn't win it.
Huh? He didn't win
win it,
Russia.
he-
No, I knew he didn't win
Oh.
Russia. He won in Ukraine. See? Yes, now they're telling us. Thank you, everyone, for telling us. I know there's always a lot going on. Croatia is already 6 places up in the betting odds. That is crazy. Let me bring that
Really?
up.
Oh my god.
What?
Crazy. I like
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's crazy. Zing. I didn't even realize that.
You got a subscriber
Yeah.
for that.
I was the first to do in the interview with Caesar Sampson.
They remembered that?
Yeah, because Devon linked my info that I used on Samson's interview, and he repeated the thing that I said.
Uh-huh.
That he was the owner of Pepsi and Shirley,
Oh.
and that he actually said now at the press conference. You were the first to say it.
Hashtag exclusive.
That's sweet.
Like, exclusive.
Sorry, guys. I just had a good story about Austria here. Let me know when you leave because I have to probably unlock the phone then. Did it work, Chris?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Hashtag yes.
Hashtag yes.
Hashtag.
I will have to unlock it probably after 15 minutes it locks. So just let me know when you leave. Okay, guys.
Should we just have it up a bit?
What's up?
Excuse-moi. Merci.
Oh, what?
Thank you. Alright, guys. So you can see it's all live here. Nothing is recorded. We're doing so many things at the same time. So, it's a little choppy, the stream right now. Forgive us. It's just the internet. Sometimes it comes, it goes, you know. Write the Portuguese president if you don't like this to fix the internet. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
So, if you have any questions, don't forget to add the hashtag. Next up is Armenia, and we're going to tweet out to everyone, right, Sean? That Armenia is next?
I've done it.
Machikaya
Huh?
I've done it. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm always one step ahead of you.
Alright. So, Mikolas has confirmed, by the way, that he cannot sing in the next rehearsal. So that we already know. I just found out about that.
Is he okay?
That, I don't know, he was just confirmed he cannot...
Something about a slip disc, I think.
Yeah. When Eurovision finished this year, you need to go to travel around Portugal. Go to Sierra de Arabida. It's near Lisbon. It's an amazing view, and you will love it. I do a little bit more. I'm going to do some more touristy stuff the second week. The first week is just packed with work. The second week we have a little bit more time, and I will actually go to Sintra, first of all.
Oh, me too.
You are? When are you going?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, so I'm going
You
Sunday.
didn't tell me.
Yeah. So with friends of mine, they're going to come into town, and then I will do that, and then I will have different things planned, of course, through Lisbon. But yes, I'm really excited. Okay, Varam Ashkan said, "Hi, Isn't How are you? I have a good question. I have a question for you. Who do you think will win this year?"
Oh god.
Has anyone asked you that question yet?
No one has ever asked me that question before.
Just
It's
60,000
I don't know yet. Ask me after every country has rehearsed, right? And then because everything is changing right now. Are you allowed to do a live stream from the arena? Nope. During the second rehearsals, we are not allowed to do any live streaming from within. As a matter of fact, nobody. Ooh,
I told you about Armenians.
what?
The surprise.
Well, they always put up something. They're gonna put up all these little poley things. Like, what is that? They put like all these little, not rocks, but like poles up around him.
Armenia will qualify.
And what? Yeah, just in the staging. That's a little like just because that will qualify it.
No, I told you that Armenia also will going to qualify before that performance.
Yeah, but you don't even know. Maybe it's going to be a disappointment. You don't know that yet.
we'll see.
I said,
I'm sure.
Armenia was a qualifier for me before this
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Just joking.
I know. I forgot what we were talking about before we got distracted by the staging. Okay, make sure when you ask questions to use the @ESCUnited hashtag. So,
Yeah.
oh no, we're not allowed to use any we cannot do any live streams from within the arena. That's what I was saying. And as a matter of fact, no one is allowed to record even the rehearsals anymore, except for Eurovision directly, the EBU and Eurovision.tv. We are only allowed to release up to 3 minutes material every single day.
Yeah.
So for that kind of stuff, you will have to completely rely on Eurovision.tv. Here you can rely on commentary, insights, opinions, news, and all that stuff.
And audio.
And audio. That's the most important part, because we're going to be here next week throughout the dress rehearsals and the jury shows. That's right, the jury shows. You can listen in here at ESC United. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you will be notified when we come online. And the next week you want to be here. Right. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Do you know why they called Belgium last as qualifier 3 in a row? We had a question like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How funny. No, it's just coincidence, I would think. I don't think that they're going, let's keep them waiting. It happened to Iceland before as well, 3 years in a row, from 2009 to 2011. And I was thinking the
But
same
it's
thing.
really nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, absolutely. ESC Philippines said, please talk about the UK. What to talk about? We don't.
Yeah.
They haven't rehearsed yet.
I quite like Series Storm.
What do you want
Like-
to know? It rains all the time.
It rains. It rains all the time. Yes. It's boring for me, but I'm not rooting against this. That's just not who I am. What's your favorite Eurovision winner of all time? Impossible. How am I going to pick out of
Which
those?
song was that?
It's impossible for me to choose one, you fool.
What was your
you
favorite entry?
How can you compare 1959 UK Sing Little Birdie to Lorraine Euphoria? These are like completely different worlds, you know what I mean? So I don't think that there is a recipe for any of that.
But for me, for example, in 2014, Sanna Nilsson Andu, by the Swedish entry, was my favorite for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh, really?
I was also listening the same song like for 3 years when I coming back to Kiev when I was on the airplane. I remember. So it was just like a favorite song for me for 3 years.
I remember listening. I mean, even I didn't watch Eurovision back then because I was a tiny little baby. Well, I wasn't a baby. I was a child, tiny little child. Italy, 1990. Insieme, unite, unite Europe. I love that song. So those are my favorite winners. If I would have to pick one right now, but there are so many good ones. Okay, so let's see. Thoughts on Italy, Lulika Bach. I love Italy. They are good at really expressing the feelings in the song. Like, again, I don't speak Italian, but they manage to move me. And that is the recipe of success when you sing in a different language. If you don't have that, then it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. So that's how you
It's like, for example, it's a risk to sing in own native language. For example, think about 2014 Israel, 2013 Israel, and also 14 Israel. I mean, the song was good. The song was really good, but it didn't, appeal to all the community that watches, watches the Eurovision. So that couldn't find the.
It happens
place.
sometimes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm a big fan of
PoTR64 says, given the strength of imagery in Italy's video, what do you think they will do? I don't know. That's true. They have a lot of imagery. I don't know if they're going to keep it similar to what they did in Sanremo, where they're just them two standing there. I think it's going to be similar to that. I don't think they're going to go all crazy since we don't have LEDs. I think it'll be just the two of them. I can see like green lighting there a little bit and just something, but I mean, what can they do? You know?
I mean, am I the only one who thinks that they can bring something theatrical scenario?
But how? What do you think? Like something like about war and stuff like?
Yeah, like in theater, it's a good channel to.
But how do you do that if you don't have LEDs? Do you have like actors play it out like somebody
Yeah,
gets
like
shot?
actors, artists, maybe.
I don't know. I guess you could.
Maybe because there are
It's
no
tough. That's
LEDs. At
yeah,
least,
that's tough to pull off. You have to do it right.
But we should also consider that winning Sanremo is also a really big success. So
yeah. But yeah, I'm sure they'll define it just with the song alone. So next up, after Italy, we have Armenia. In case you don't know, in case you just came on, Armenia is next.
waiting for it.
And
No.
Sevak
Again?
singing Qami. We're still waiting. See, when if he has that elaborate staging as well, like everyone has. Is he coming after a break? No, I think Saara is coming after a break. So
Yeah.
they all just have to rush putting all of that stuff up.
Yeah.
Jesus. Your favorite entry isn't Waterloo? Question mark. It's not my favorite Eurovision winner, but I love Waterloo. But there are other songs of ABBA from ABBA that I like better. But Waterloo's cool. But no, I wouldn't put him at number one.
I don't enjoy
Huh?
Waterloo that much. I don't enjoy it.
Waterloo. Which one is your favorite staging from yesterday, today, and what do you think about Alexei? Actually, we already answered those questions in our video yesterday. We have the summary video.
Also today.
Our best and worst. So you want to check that out because we all had different opinions. Then we had an over one. So go ahead and check out that video. As far as Alexei is concerned, we had a strong reaction to his staging, but I mean not in a disrespectful manner because it was just, wow, does not compute. So
We
much
shocked.
going on.
We
Shocked.
shooked.
Like they were going all out for better or worse.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Objectively.
Okay, so which of all time is the worst? Which entry of all time is the worst in your opinion?
I can absolutely answer this. 2012,
Montenegro.
Montenegro.
I was gonna pick that.
Oiro
as well.
Noiro.
It's really, really bad. It's not even a song. really.
That's just a fake entry.
Yeah.
Just like a
There were other
joke
songs that I
entry.
probably would have hated just as much. Like Switzerland 2004 was bad. Israel 2000. But at least they were thinking it was a song, I guess. This one just, I was like... So I would pick Montenegro 2012 as well. I think he's the reason why we changed the producer... driven running order.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is how Eurovision started.
Yeah.
Eurovision.
Yeah. That's so bad.
Thanks a lot, Montenegro. But then you made up for this year. Great song.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet somebody else?
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming? Not yet. Did you manage to see the host rehearsing? If yes, what do you think? Oh. So he's singing, but there's no sound. What is he wearing? He's wearing like an old-fashioned, like, it almost looks like a...
Same with the video clip.
No, was he wearing that?
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like he's wearing a sack. But it's like more like this old Celtic almost.
Turn it
kind of thing.
on. Volume on.
Just changed your.
So he's surrounded by these blocks,
Probably helps to put Christian
those
content.
pillars almost looking things.
Put them on.
Like they're low at the front and then go up like this. It's really low.
I hate it.
But his voice sounds good as always. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. It's really low. There's a lot of spinning of the camera, like the turning around him.
He needs it.
As expected, fairly dark stage, dark blue, with a little bit of flashy here and there, but other than that.
So after Salvador said music's not fireworks, and everyone's got a prop this year.
I know. Well, that's what they go. Let's not have any LEDs, so people bring their stuff. Let's see. It's going to turn red. The stage is red with some flashy lights there. Good switch. Lots of lights, as said. It's no light blue, the staging. Yes, the audio's quiet. The backup singers are also behind the stage, so we cannot see them. I never liked that they did that.
Me too.
I'm always against it. At least it's live. Yep. There's a little wind machine action going on there as well. With, you know, you can see us. So, this was Armenia. Hang on a second. I need to unlock it. Ugh. Huh. There you go. So, oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I hit it. There you go. So, sorry about that. So, this was Armenia, as you could tell. It was really low, the sound right now. They always change it up on us. But anyway, so Sevak is wearing like, what is it, a Celtic outfit? What do you call this kind of outfit, Sean? What he was wearing, it looks like a sack. It's like old, traditional. Yeah, traditional.
It's kind of
Cossack kind of thing.
Yeah.
Similar.
So it's dark, you know, it's very, it works, I guess, for him. But he's surrounded by these blocks or pillars kind of thing, like starting with the really low ones, and they go around him, they go higher and higher and higher. And then the one behind him are at least like over 6 feet tall, I would say.
Yeah.
Which is like 185, centimeters. And like a big circle, basically, around him.
Yeah.
He stands on
Middle of
microphone stand. Did he ever grab the microphone at the end?
No.
At the end, maybe? Does he take it and walk around a little? I
I
have to double check.
remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah.
So, but it's very static from that perspective. Like, he's not moving around a lot. He's just staying in that circle of those blocks. And it's all about the camera work and the lighting, of course.
Yeah.
Right? Lots of spinning going around. Like, for a while, it was like spinning like quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the staging was really dark blue. And then once he goes with that big Qami moment, the second chorus, that's when the colors went like a little brighter. And then some red came in and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the wind machine, of course, kind of blowing his little thing there. So, what do you think?
Well, I'm not having a regretful moment for what was I saying about the qualification, because it needs to be qualifying, because there's a really good vocals, really good song, touchy song, emotional song. So I don't know why, but I didn't quite satisfied.
You were not quite
No,
satisfied with it?
I think that it's going to be qualifying for the finals, but I'm not satisfied.
Okay, and it's hard for you to say what were you? Do you have any idea what you were expecting, or not really? Did you just know
Not
this
really.
wasn't it?
This wasn't it. I mean, I quite like the the decorations between around him.
Yes.
But I don't know.
I thought
I
actually.
found it a little bit empty.
I thought actually when I saw the props that something was going to happen with them. I'm not spinning or lighting up or something, but they're just basically sitting there, him surrounded by that circle. Could have a meaning. Could have a meaning that we don't understand, right, as
Yeah,
foreigners.
yeah.
But once again, since we're foreigners, we kind of represent the vast majority of people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yes, it looks nice. There's also no flashiness going on. You know, it's all a little lighting, but they all have the lighting effects, and you know, so. It's just surrounded by those blocks, and he's singing. That's basically it. He is a great singer. He has a good song. So I think they believe that's good enough for him to make it through. Yeah. Interestingly enough, it's very interesting to observe. I'm not sure if you agree, but yesterday was all the first half was all about props and effects and yada yada yada. This year it's about the more simplicity this half, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's Croatia, Greece, Armenia to a certain extent. I mean, guess besides those little blocks, it's a fairly simple staging, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of interesting how the draw happened. You know, how all the flashy stuff is in the first half. I mean, we're going to have some flashiness. I mean, Cyprus is still coming up.
Like, but before Armenia, let's think Finland is going to.
Yeah.
And Finland is going to serve a really full performance with the pyros, with, you know, the thing that was like a fall and, you know. So after that, Armenia needs to be, like, recognizable.
Yes. Now, do you think having like this big performance right before Saara Aalto is going to hurt him a little more, or do you think that's just not a deal breaker or anything?
Well,
because people were maybe even still more like, whoa, so recovering from Finland, and then this comes.
Yeah, from Finland, of course, people were not being like, wow, that's Armenia, but the fans maybe can help him. I don't know, but jury can help him.
I think the jury would be definitely. They will.
Yeah.
But again, I keep saying that so many times this year because there's so many good singers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like
This
they will
year
run
is
out.
really competitive.
They will
isn't it?
run out people like to vote for.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So,
all about people.
But that's why I'm saying there could be a good possibility that's really going to be a big. Like variety of people, like some person might maybe like his voice, you know, but then somebody else goes for Croatia.
Yeah.
So you know, you never know. So, iJam999 says, what is your favorite entry from Turkey? I have my answer. Turkey 1997.
Dinle.
Yeah,
Şebnem Paker.
Dimle. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Still, every time I hear it, I get happy. Sitting.
It was the first success that we got. It was the first success that we got.
Yeah, it's the first third place. Yes. Well, of course, I love every way that I can. I mean, how can you not love that song? How about you?
Well, my first is actually Dum Tek Tek.
Dum Tek Tek.
I quite like Dum Tek Tek. Dum Tek Tek'i çok seviyorum. Buradan Türklere selam. And Every Way That I Can make me my runner-up. Like, Every Way That I Can.
Right, okay.
My second. And my third will be like, We Could Be The Same. Manga, 2010.
Bottle
Yeah.
was like that, and they let him in with it. Didn't even have to be serious.
That's some interesting entries, yeah. That's for sure.
Portuguese people.
So, obviously, as if you've been watching us, you know how it works. But in case you don't, Armenia just performed, and now the delegation is going to review the performance, make some minor adjustments if needed, and usually there is, and then they rehearse again 2 to 3 more times. And and then we'll move on to Switzerland, the last one for this block, and then we move on to the last block in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, out of all of these performances, I wouldn't say it's. I mean, I don't know. The only thing that they could change is really just camera angles, right? There's not much he can do or say, really. The only thing I will also say about him, the same thing I said about Austria earlier, is he needs to connect more with the camera.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
But it's the first round.
Exactly.
Let's
That's
give
what I'm
him a
saying.
change,
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying he's screwed. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
that's what he needs to work on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, in the first rounds, they don't have the contact with the eye contact with the camera
Some more than
normally.
others, yeah.
But they're improving it in the second and the third round, so we are waiting for it.
He has this really cool and calm demeanor,
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
He's like nothing can ever really, you know, get to him. So it's very interesting.
He looks cool, and
Yeah.
also his voice is really good.
His voice is beautiful.
So strong, and it's
Yeah.
it tells a story.
Absolutely. That's why it works for the song. Not everybody can sing that song.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. ESC United. Who is your worst winner during the last 10 years? Oh, I have my answer.
I think I have. Last 10 years.
Last 10 years.
I've got my answer.
Okay, so I'm going to go
I
first.
think it's different from your answer.
I'm pretty sure. Mine is definitely Azerbaijan 2011.
Russia 2008.
No, that's a fair one. A lot of people will
I
pick
was
that
going
one.
to say Azerbaijan, but Russia 2008
Yeah,
as well.
that's my third least favorite, probably. How about you?
Don't Kill Me, 2010 Germany.
Out.
I was expecting for Turkey to be.
Oh, Turkey sucked that year.
You are Turkish, actually.
No, that's true. But Turkey had a sucky song that year.
Yeah, but
I did like
Any
it
other
could be
year,
the same,
It would
yeah.
have been a brilliant winner, but I think Lena had to win.
Yeah.
I didn't expect even during the live.
Oh, no,
stream,
I didn't
expect
either.
Germany to win.
I didn't think Germany, like, yeah, we got leading right now, it's going to change.
It was a very basic performance. I was like, oh, okay,
It's
Germany's
gonna
winning.
drop.
Yeah. And then at the end, I was like, wow, Germany was.
but if you would win,
Yeah, I just at that point I couldn't believe that like Big Five countries were allowed to win. I was just like, is this okay? Like,
Okay. Somebody's saying, what do you think about Austria 2012? Voki mit dein Popo.
I love that.
It won.
I love
No,
that
no,
song.
that's not the question.
Yes.
That's not the question. It won by 2% over Conchita in the final. So they got 51% over Conchita 49 with That's Who I Am, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it worked out in the way because that wasn't the song that Conchita would have won the contest with.
It was Destiny.
It's more like an epic kind of song. It was destined to be kind of thing. I think in the end it worked out for Conchita. I'm glad she didn't win. At that point, I wanted actually Conchita to win. I liked that song. It was more like almost like a gay anthem kind
it's
of thing.
like would Loreen have won with My Heart Is Refusing?
Yeah,
The original?
it was not her time at that moment.
That's
Her
also
time
really
was
good
2 years later. So I'm glad it happened that way.
But the old one won.
Walkie me down, po.
So anyway, so now we're waiting for Armenia to perform again. So somebody, why aren't you telling us what's happening? Because nothing is happening right now. We're just waiting for Armenia to actually rehearse again. And this will be happening like in a minute or two, because right now they're reviewing the tapes. So just hang in there, hang in
Yeah,
tight.
waiting for the second round of Armenia.
Okay, people keep asking, so next question is my favorite Estonian entry. I would have to think back.
Just as an aside,
This
do you know
year.
why I'm glad that this is in Armenian?
What?
Because Qami means wind. Can you
Yeah.
imagine him just standing there going, wind?
Oh yeah. What they would say, the wind, the wind. My favorite Estonian entry. Oh gosh,
Mine is this year's. Mine is this year's 2018.
Estonia has been high up on my list on so many different occasions.
What last year?
They really came to their own. I really started liking them starting 2000. I wasn't crazy about their songs in the 90s. I loved 2000, even though it didn't win. Everybody I didn't hate as much as many people did. I loved 2002. And then 2009 was fantastic as well. All right, so
Malcolm Lincoln, Siren, easily.
I'm good. I am going to give you Armenia.
Right. I need to.
Okay, it's still really low, the sound.
Sorry, I know I'm.
It's okay.
Do not use in the UK. Of course.
You can easily tell which mine are.
Yeah.
So the stage is completely dark with a few just lights hitting him, the back of the stage, but it's very dark. I love his voice.
I love the guitar.
Yeah,
It's my favourite part.
he's already doing way better for me. Connecting with the camera a little bit. And showing more emotions. See, so he grabs the microphone
Yeah.
now. So he walked away from the microphone stand with his microphone, but he's not like going far because he's stuck in the center anyway.
He's not walking much.
Yeah, he walks like 2 steps forward.
There's something like that. Definitely.
Valentina Milan can come out and start delivering.
Something like that.
I like the progression of the song, how it starts really calm, then it's a little bit more, and then boom goes out.
Yeah.
Or a stupid prompt.
So now let's see, it's still all very dark with some more lights, but
Basically just
red
like
coming in,
flash on
red,
flash every
bunch
year.
of red,
It's like,
lights
we can
flashing,
afford
boom,
this.
boom. Red, 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 blue.
That's better.
Light blue now though, not dark blue.
Uh-huh.
So, the question is, do you think they're going to do any fireworks at the end? Like there? Probably not. Hopefully not. There's the wind machine is going there as well. Oh, he's doing like this, like with that big note. Well, the nice thing about this, even though he doesn't do much, it's just like him really delivering the song. Those little blocks, it fills up the stage. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It doesn't look. So I think that alone kind of just adds a little bit more of, something.
That looks good. That's a good shot.
Yeah,
That ending shot.
it's really good. It's just ES United content
Yeah,
right now.
it's just yes.
Okay. So it's good. I like the song, so this doesn't ruin it for me. I think the song alone is strong enough, and I think it'll qualify.
Yeah, me too.
It's just if you expected flashing something, it's not there. It's really some people are saying like Greece is dropping in the odds a lot. I'm not too surprised about that. I was okay as I was watching it, but as I started thinking, marinating over it, I was like, you know what? It was disappointing actually. It didn't hit me at that moment, but I'm like, yeah, Greece was a little bit of a letdown. I think I was expecting a little bit more, especially with that big, not bridge, but the instrumental part. What is your favorite song that didn't qualify? And what year? Oh Jesus! I would
Oh
have
my
to.
god.
I know, like all of them.
Let
No,
me
it's-
speak.
A lot of my favorites don't go through.
Let me speak.
I remember. I mean, just a year alone. Last year was Norma, Finland, and Estonia. I was pissed. But I remember going back to 2010 when Finland didn't qualify. I love that song. Every year, I'm devastated that some songs don't go through. I mean, but some years more than others. Last year was hard. In 2016, I think I felt pretty good about the qualifiers overall, I think. How about you?
Trying to think if
2017 Iceland, teşekkürler.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't
I
even
was trying to think if I was ever devastated by not going through.
He was actually, his clip went a little viral there because he didn't know he was on camera, I guess.
I
And
didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
it was natural.
I was just like,
He was like, Iceland, and then the last country was announced, Belgium?
Australia.
Australia. No, Australia wasn't the last.
No,
Austria.
No, but I was
was
shocked because Australia was in the final, but not Iceland.
Yeah. But who was the last country announced?
Belgium.
Belgium. Okay, so it was like, Belgium! You made that face, like, it took like half a second to get the information from your brain to your hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like,
It goes viral.
so that was funny. Finland or Armenia? To me, it's Armenia. You love them both, right?
Yeah.
So they'll make you choose between your two favorite children. You know, like what if you can't do that? I
Yeah.
get-
Yeah.
Finland's fine for me, but Armenia is great. Okay. Okay. Varam Astrakhan says, which winner song most overrated in your opinion? Overrated is subjective, right? Because that basically means that I don't think it's a good winner. And then it would be basically the worst winner, which is Azerbaijan 2011 again for me. But I also was not a big fan. I was actually very
Emily DeForest.
yes, did not like her, not her. So I shouldn't say about her. Didn't like that song at all. She's fine. She's actually, she writes music. She's talented, right? So it's not against her. But the song to me was so repetitive and annoying. This. I might forget hit it one more time. I'm gonna burn this place down.
Well, for me, it's 2015 Sweden. It's
Oh, yeah.
too. I mean, according to me, it's too much overrated.
Yeah,
as a
I can
winning
see
song.
that. Norway 2016 should have qualified. Oh, Icebreaker. I guess people couldn't deal with the switch. The song was a little.
Yeah, Icebreaker was.
It was like what? It didn't. It wasn't as. The transition wasn't quite as effective like they do with
Yeah,
Macedonia, right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It's like so okay, what's going on? So Armenia gets to perform at least one more time. He's still standing in his circle,
Yeah.
and I'm excited for him. People who like the song should be happy. Do you like the Bosnians returning entry from 2016? I didn't like it.
Bosnia's returning country? No.
No, it just wasn't for me. I didn't
No,
get it.
from me.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
No,
I'd forgotten.
I wasn't into it. Huh?
I forgot about it.
But you remember it now that you
Blue
brought it up.
Buff,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a song that's like, oh yeah, it did exist. I wanted Bosnia to do well because I wanted them to stay in the contest, right?
Yeah, me too.
But I just couldn't support the song, unfortunately.
I
Now,
don't think it was anything to do with the result. I think it was just that they could only afford to enter that year.
you think?
Just,
I think.
they'd managed to scrape the money together, and then they couldn't do it again the next year.
True. Now let's talk about upcoming Switzerland. So what does Switzerland have to do to qualify the staging? Just really, do you have any? Because they're in trouble, people say, right?
Yeah.
Switzerland? Me too. So
Well-
Fernando loves Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah. For me, for qualifying.
It's one of my favorites. You what?
For qualifying, I'm gonna be fired again. For qualifying for the grand finals, Switzerland should deliver the atmosphere and the chemistry that they delivered in the national finals, I guess, because it's a good teenage song, by the way, and it's it has a really good chemistry. It's energetic and it's makes you feel strong and so on. So yeah.
I want them to drop those pyramids thingies that they had in there. That I wasn't crazy about that. That didn't seem unnecessary. But she has a lot of stage presence, and apparently people really like them on like the pre-show parties. They've been really big. If they can kind of captivate and capture that energy and have a fun lighting and staging and work with the camera, because it's different doing that on stage and then working with the camera. Two different animals, right?
Yeah.
So if they can really, but they did that well in the national
In
final.
the national final,
So
yeah.
if they can really captivate that, I can see them qualifying. They have a good running order, you know, right after the slow song. I mean, it's not a bad song, but it's slow, and then followed by Ireland, right? So and then almost at the end of the running order, it's a perfect running order for them.
Yeah.
So I am not counting out Switzerland at all. So let's. So we're just waiting for Armenia one more time. What do you think about Ukrainian entry? We talked about that one a few times.
Yeah.
It's fine to me. How can you compare Finland and Armenia? Saara's vocals are out of this world and the staging is impressive. Both have fantastic vocals. Both Armenia and Finland have fantastic voices, so I wouldn't want to pick one over the other. But they're also so two very different songs. It's hard to compare them. You can only do like what I personally like better, you know, music, but you cannot compare them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can't. Yeah. So people are like this or that. I'm like, there's a lot of this or that questions.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't like that kind of this or that questions, but you know, when it's obvious and when you see the results, you can compare them.
Yeah.
Like in vocally, in the wheels of performance.
Yes.
What's your favourite entry from Portugal apart from Salvador?
2008.
I would see.
Vania Fernandez.
Okay, I don't know
Senora
how.
Doma.
I'd have to say, I'm not going to lie, Homens de Luta, 2011.
Okay, so John is out. I'm gonna go something really weird, and most of you may not know this one. I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born then yet, and I was in 1980, May 1982. The year Nicole won.
I don't remember.
That was a crazy one. I forgot their name. It was four ladies doing this really crazy Portuguese song. It was so fun. It didn't do that well, but I enjoyed it so much. So that's my choice. Somebody look them up and let me know then, okay? I forgot what their name was, but it was really fun.
I also like Susie. You remember Susie?
Susie,
Quiero
yeah.
ser tuya.
See, I almost one that goes all the way back with the songs, you know, and you always like, the last 2 years is what you picked.
That is a Euro Club iconic song now, though. Quero ser tua.
Oh, yeah.
And this year it will be bank.
Oh, it will be huge this year.
If you could change the voting system, to what would you do? Do you have what would you do? Let me go first.
Yeah.
I would do two things. I would fix both. So, and I want both. I'm a big proponent of having both 50-50 jury vote, right? And I would fix the televote by not allowing people to vote more than once, maybe even, or twice. If you give people the ability to vote 20 times, they vote 20 times for the diaspora or 20 times for the neighbor.
Yeah.
You're gonna you minimize a little bit of that, you know, fan. Because if a normal person calls probably in like 3, let me call for this country. Yeah, I'm gonna call for this one more time. That kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So I think that, because that just really adds
5
so
votes,
much.
man. 5 votes.
5 votes, something like that. I would also, then the juries, I would add more jury members. 5 people is so much easier. I want juries, right? And they need a lot of fixing. But you need more people to minimize any kind of sabotaging it, and just having a little bit more variety and taste. Some of the juries, they have like people, I saw that in the UK one year, everyone was like over the age of 55 or something like that one time. I'm like, that's not really really working well. So that is how I would fix it.
Well, for me, I'm just, you know, feel bad about the absence of the 10 and 8 points when the...
Oh, like reading it. So not necessarily the actual voting, but just the representation.
Yeah. Some...
I
just
miss
want
it
to
a
change
lot too. I miss it
8,
actually.
10, and 12.
I miss it the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But
Wow.
but you can't do that with 43 countries. You know that even the biggest fan would eventually fall asleep.
Do you know how they
Yeah.
could get? Do you know how they could bring back the 10s and the 8s?
How?
If they got rid of 20 minutes of like fucking interval acts or whatever they are. Like,
That is true.
they
That
have
is
like,
true.
like half an hour to 40-minute interval acts, and then they go.
Doce,
time.
D-O-C-E for Portugal. Somebody said Ricardo Freitas. That's the one. I love that song. Da 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 da. Hey, da 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 da. I don't know the melody or the words anymore. Here in Italy, we can only vote 5 times. Oh, you can only vote 5 times in Italy. Well, Italy's votes are pretty fair. It seems like when the votes come in, right? I don't see like crazy votes from Italy. Maybe that's a great example. Do you think the Netherlands have a chance to win the contest? I don't think it's a winner. I love the song, but I think they're going to do pretty well. I can see them on the definitely on the left side of the scoreboard. That is what I'm hoping. But I don't think it's a winner. If it wins, I'd be totally fine. I'm not complaining, but I'm just giving you my prediction. So, okay, let's do one more of these. Stefan is asking, what's your favorite Latvia entry?
2015. Aminata, Love Injected.
Oh, that is so
Yeah, that
good.
was so good.
Latvia also is like, Latvia is
like
for
a
me
big
like,
return.
oh my god, oh this is crap, oh my god, this is awesome, this is horrible, oh my god, you know, it's like they don't have anything in between. It's always like very extremes for me. And I love their very first entry, My Star from 2000. I loved Aminata, she was fantastic. I loved 2005, The War Is Not Over. And I love them. I've got a cake to bake and got no clue at all. Zip, 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 zip. I got a cake to bake.
Yeah,
What?
I was rooting for them to
Me
get
too.
through. I would say either Triana Park
Oh, that was my least favorite last year.
or Music from 2011. Angel in Disguise.
That's
That was
where
so underrated as an entry.
Sean and I have like the exact opposite taste in music. So this year we have more agreements than ever, and I'm like really questioning myself right now. So that's why I'm like everything he says is like this is like the worst songs.
What about this year's Latvia? What do you think about Funny Girl?
It's good. It's a solid entry.
Oh no, her voice is really good.
It's a song. This is a very.
It's better live.
Yeah, it's better
You
live.
watch
It's
it
very
live.
expressive, almost theatrical, like musical theater kind of
Yeah.
style. It reminds me a little bit of that. So this you have to have it
If
live.
you get a chance, go and watch it in the arena because you'll.
Oh, I'm sure too.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So we're waiting for Armenia one more time, or are we moving on to Switzerland? I think we're done with Armenia now, huh?
I guess so.
Somebody else says cake to bake was fun. Thank you very much. So what do you think about the Belgium is now in a number one on the 15 in the betting odds? It's just how it goes sometimes. People, I guess, didn't really like this the
Didn't this
thing.
happen last year?
But it didn't happen last year to a certain
And they
degree.
still finished fourth.
Yeah, so I relax. There's another rehearsal coming up. These are betting
Armenia's
odds.
doing
They don't know everything. They don't know everything.
Armenia's doing one more time.
Okay, we have one more round of Armenia, so enjoy. And give you a quick reminder of what's happening on stage. He is surrounded, he's just standing on his microphone stand in the center of the stage and surrounded by blocks, like the pillars kind of thing. Low ones in front, like barely just a few centimeters high, and then the one in the back are just as tall as he is, basically, like going higher and higher and higher. And then he just stands in the center of it, singing. And at some point he grabs his microphone and walks around. Not walks around, he walks forward like 2 steps, basically. That's what he does.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Just in 2016, that one was okay, yes. I like it better live than the recorded version, Mad X. I wasn't crazy when I listened on the CD, but remember in the arena, Latvia 2016 was amazing. Used.
Feeling your heart.
Aminata was better though. That was really.
No,
bad
that was
in the
even better.
arena.
No, I get, but Used was good in the audience as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it as much.
Latvia were very good at sending bassy entries.
Yeah, bassy entries, yes. One more time, Sevak. Somebody's like, hard. All right, I guess we're not. I was like being quiet for a second because I thought they're going to do something, but not. Right now, in case you're curious, what they're doing here right now, we always see like clips from the previous performance. Always rewind forward and going back, no sound.
Maybe he's singing right now and we don't know.
Oh,
What about that? No.
no, no, it's backward.
But it was like this.
It looked for a second, yeah. So yeah. So do you have time to ask a couple more questions? Do you remember Lithuania's entry? We are the winners
I remember.
of Eurovision. We are. No, I don't remember that one. So
We are the we. No, it was We Are the Heroes.
that was to me like, okay, that one qualified. It wouldn't. No, it still would have qualified even with the juries, because even if the jury buried that one, probably would have been enough with the televoters anyway. I do remember that one, obviously. Worst UK entry in the last 10 years. That sounds good to me.
I've got an answer.
Is that the one?
Yes,
That sounds
yeah.
good to me. And there are a good amount of to choose from.
That is the worst Eurovision entry. I'm sorry, Josh, if you're watching.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with you, but that is the worst Eurovision entry ever.
Ever. It's definitely
Ever.
really bad.
And I say that as a British person.
It was bad.
absolutely
I
right.
agree
got
with
lost,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, what's your favorite Armenian entries? That's on topic, so I could see this one being my favorite now. But I did love Apricot Stone a lot as well. Oh, as she said it, Apricot Stone.
my
That was the only thing that
favorite
bothered me. She was always, because the emphasis should be on the first syllable, apricot, right? But she was saying Apricot Stone. That always bothered me.
It's an apricot.
Huh?
It is an apricot, though.
It's an yeah. And she was always saying apricot. She was always saying it like that.
Oh, yeah.
It always bothered me. But other than that, I love that song as well.
Mine was Kele Kele in 2008. It was amazing. It was the first song that I knew from Eurovision.
Oh, really?
Of course, after the Every Way That I Can Think and the other Turkish songs. After that year, I started to, I decided to be in the Eurovision that much.
Oh, really? That's see, we all have that moment.
I'd
Yeah.
have to say Love Wave.
A lot of people picked that one. That's probably one of the most. Yeah. I wasn't quite. I mean, it was fun. Staging was fun. I get that. Oh, somebody says Gemini from the UK is the worst entry, but that was in 2003. That wasn't within the last 10 years. But that was pretty bad too. But that was worse because
There's
of
a
the
lot of
vocals.
options, let's be honest.
Yeah, and that song, it's not even as bad. Just like if you just listen to it on recorded version, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it was the live version. Oh, I live right there.
Yeah.
All right. So, a lot of questions here. Forgive us if we don't answer them all. We're waiting for. So I think Armenia's done. So we're just waiting for Switzerland to start. So then we'll see how that goes. And after Switzerland, we're going to take another 5 to 10 minute break, and then we're going to discuss Ireland. And I don't know if any Cyprus fans are in here, but they will be very happy. They're probably not here yet. They will be back later.
Yeah.
We have a lot. Probably a lot of Greek fans as well.
When he
What was that?
If you aren't watching the live stream, you're missing Matt trying to remember when he was born.
What?
That's so stupid.
They're making fun of me.
We're not. I'm just showing you a
You're
post.
celebrating me. I get it. What is your most memorable staging of all? What is your most memorable staging of all time?
Svetlana Lobova.
Yes, I was going to say that.
That was a hot.
That is easily the best performance.
Ukraine.
in
That was a
history.
hot mess.
Absolutely.
Now I will go with Russia 2016 with that machine. That was the most impressive, most amazing thing I've ever seen at Eurovision.
Be My Valentine is like the only sort of performance
Yeah.
I've watched where every
Yeah.
single time I watch it I get goosebumps because of how
Really?
good it is.
Yeah.
See, that's interesting how they proceed because I thought it was just a hot mess,
It's
right?
just
It was-
epic. Yeah, it's brilliant.
That's, I guess, why you like it.
Yeah.
Now, I like Russia 2016. It was probably a highlight. But I will also say, well, no, that was more the vocals. Like, I loved Australia that year as well with the staging. That was one. 2016 had some really good staging. What
Yeah.
they've done with the effects, with the LED and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was a good year for staging.
Absolutely.
And it was such an interesting result show. Oh gosh, even more. But last year was exciting because I loved last year's result because all the top 3 songs were like the best results ever. Moldova third place,
Yeah,
the best result,
Bulgaria,
Bulgaria, and then Portugal, obviously. So it was such a good feeling seeing all these. It was an amazing result. You were there for that one. Yeah, it was the first time.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. It's just like so nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah.
Even if your favorite songs, they're not going to do well, you still get.
Yeah, you
like,
still get the goosebumps.
But that's the same whether you're in the press center, in the arena, or at home. That won't change. So you have the same feeling. By the way, I've mentioned before, if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button to our channel because we'll be back all week, obviously, every single day. But in particular, I want to make sure because you get to listen in to the dress rehearsals, the jury shows, where 50% of the votes will be decided that night. Mm-hmm. So why do you want to miss that? Fools?
So what about the press voting? I think it's...
Press voting usually starts right after.
It's after
Hi,
everyone.
I'll come by. I was like, somebody's staring at me. I feel weird.
Is this the table where Christian's at?
Yes, Christian. He's in the press center right now.
In the press centre?
Press
Yes, he's
conference.
yeah.
Press centre.
Yeah.
In the press. I'm sorry, the conference room.
Press conference.
So I'm just talking to a lot of people. Everybody loves me.
Yeah.
Now, Albania 2012, one of my favorites. That's a fantastic. It's one of the most memorable songs. That's for sure. So I know somebody else who loves Albania 2012 on our forum.
Rainy Woods.
Rainy Woods, yes. So far, do you think of the Portuguese food, it's the best of the world? Okay, this sounds silly.
Which one?
I love Portuguese food. What I had so far was McDonald's and Pizza Hut.
Me too.
Listen, we didn't have
had
any
Portuguese
time.
last
They have a lot of food. It's a lot of seafood that they have. I just got here
I had steak. I had Portuguese steak.
I got here less than 2 days ago, and we've only just
Yeah,
spent
meat was
time
so-
in the press center. I haven't
It was
had
so good.
any Portuguese food except for egg tarts, and I love egg tarts. So that's all I had. And
I hate fish, so,
so,
I'm
um,
hungry here.
so I will definitely gonna go one of these days, once we're not as busy, to the water and have some halibut. Halibut is good fish. I don't know if they have shrimp here, but European shrimp is different than American shrimp, so I'm a little bit more on the careful side. I don't like seafood that's too fishy. Like, I like good seafood, right? Like halibut is not too fishy, and if shrimp is cooked right, then it's not too fishy either. So I have to wait and see, but I'm gonna try food over the next few days. Right now it's just waking up, going to the press center, doing your work, and going back home for the most part. Week 2 is where we can do a little bit more, running around. Okay, so it's a little bit of a delay here. I hope they're not leaving us out here again with Switzerland. Is it time already for Switzerland to rehearse, or are we still early?
Let's check.
Let's find out.
No, they're 7 minutes late.
Okay, so it looks like they're probably already rehearsing and we're just not hearing it. If that's the case, we're going to wait for a little longer, then we're just going to move on. Sorry. Bangaris is asking, Matt, are you American? Yes, I am American. I live in California. I don't have a British accent. I cannot fake it either. All right. So, let's see. Let's see what they're saying. The official video clip for Au Jardin has been released. I will watch that tonight. I just don't have time to do that right now. Jam Slam said, don't hire women. Who, us? Yes, we had one. We had many women on the teams before. Like, for a while, we had like 33% of the team were women, like 1/3. But, not as many women are as involved in the Eurovision fan community as many. But no, we don't discriminate.
No,
Unless you're French, then maybe we do. No, I'm kidding. I just came up with a random country. So.
But seriously though.
But seriously, though, the French feel like that. Actually, I love the French. It was really funny because, Americans have this idea of French people like they're stuck up and rude. So I took my family for the first time last year to several countries, including Paris, and they didn't want to go.
Several countries, including Paris.
Several countries.
Including Paris.
Well, France. We went to Paris. Screw you. And they love probably France more than any other country they went to. And they're like, I thought they were rude. I'm like, no, they're not. It's just a false kind of, thing. They love Paris. They love the French people. They thought they were the nicest ones. So it's just a thing. But we run with it's a running joke, Everyone but the French. Any French in the room? I'm really kidding. I love the French. I've been there I go there every other year. So I was actually going to go after Eurovision, but the flights were too expensive, so I just going to go back to Barcelona for one more night and then leave.
Yeah.
I never really noticed a massive amount of French Eurovision fans for some reason.
Oh, there are, but not
There
as
are,
many as
but
others.
there's not as many as like Spanish or German.
Yes,
or
Germany
British
is
or-
Spanish, Germany, Britannia, and who else are we missing? Italy also not as many, but that's still they had to start over basically with
Yeah.
being gone for so long. But it's
That's
growing.
what I mean. There's more Italian fans.
Yes.
Than
Yes.
who's
Okay.
vocal.
Are your parents from Germany? Yes. My parents, we were all from Germany. I was born in Germany. I speak German. My family had German names as well.
What about you?
My dad's name was Attila, though that wasn't really German. But he was as German
No
as they
way.
come. What?
Attila.
Attila.
First name.
Now his third name. Yes, his first name.
Wow.
My dad's name was Attila. Well, in German you pronounce it Attila.
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 Attila
I
is
thought that was
Turkish.
like a French.
Yeah, I know, but my grandmother my grandmother was born in Germany. My dad was born in Germany.
Oh, look what I've done. I've unearthed all the French. They're all coming out of the woodwork now. They're all there.
All the French are back.
There are French Eurovision fans. They're there somewhere.
No, I love.
That's all I was doing. I just wanted to see the.
Do you
Look
think the
what you
postcards
made
might be
me do.
okay? Let's read some of the questions since we have time.
Yeah.
Favorites today so far? Austria. Austria for me. Absolutely. I think hands down. I'm not saying the other ones are bad, because there are lots of good performances. We're going to do a video later, but right now, Austria just really stood out to me the most. You're next.
Finland.
Finland. He says Finland. Finland is his. Sean.
Austria.
Austria. So 2 Austrias, 2 Finland. That doesn't mean the others aren't good, but those are where the standouts. And I can see so far. Okay, you're definitely not rude, Kevin ESC is saying. Okay, I'm really just kidding. Okay, I just want to make sure. I've done jokes before, and some people are a little bit more sensitive when you make, a joke. I don't, because I have not been to a country where I was like treated badly here, So I'm people are nice everywhere as long as you treat them nicely. If you come, it's a whole thing, your attitude as well. If I come in, I always try to have manners. Especially in Paris, France, whatever. I don't walk up, where's the closest bathroom? Like a stupid American. I'm just like, parlez-vous, that's like, excusez-moi. You just like have respect, for, and then they're like, oh, don't butcher our language. I'll speak English. Don't do this. So it comes down to that. Just don't be rude. Okay, we see the stage now again, by the way, but nothing's happening. Yeah, it's just flashing, but I think it has anything to do with the actual staging. So we're still waiting. So the next one is Attila is a Turkish name. I think there was a Swiss Eurovision conductor in the 80s called Attila Serfatug, but he was actually Turkish. I don't know why my grandmother, I recall my grandmother talking when I was younger about that there was an actor somewhere that had that name. Nothing about Attila the Hun, he was naming after that.
So you're just another Turkish German?
No, we have zero Turkish blood in our
We are
family.
brothers!
We have no Turkish blood. At least I don't know. I think I do. No, because they trace back my family, like the family tree. Like, I'm so boringly German on my dad's side. On my mom's side, I think there's a little Polish. But that's about it.
It's interesting.
I think I've got a little bit of French and Irish.
Yeah.
That's it.
What happened finally with FYR Macedonia? Could they rehearse again? They were rehearsing. They had 30 minutes of rehearsing. The difference was we only saw one performance here. So they got to rehearse as much as they were allocated, but they didn't turn on the screens until the very end. So they got their 30 minutes and they will rehearse again, I think either Thursday or Friday. I think Thursday. Okay, so we finally get to watch Switzerland. I'm so excited. They're doing it. That's cool.
What, the pauses from the video?
Yeah, that is so cool. I love those pauses. Okay, so she's wearing like...
What's that blow?
She's wearing like a dark reddish kind of hat and almost like a bra looking kind of top. She looks very hipstery. Okay, so they're also on a platform, I think.
Yeah.
Something that is raised. She walks down. It's just him with his drums and her singing with the music stand. She has like red ribbons around the microphone stand.
She looks like Madonna.
She's running up the bridge now. She looks a little bit like
She
Madonna.
absolutely looks like Madonna.
She looks a little bit like Madonna with that look. So she's singing on the bridge right now. Now she's walking back down. So it's just those two on stage. He sounds good though. So yeah, she just threw away her microphone. Threw it away. Now she's walking down the stairs. Is she back on the? Oh, she's on the little platform, running around there. Okay. I like it when she hits those high notes. It gets very rocky. Her voice, rockish. Okay, now the light. Oh, that's cool with the light effects. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that talking. So this is going to be the energy. That's what they're looking for. It looks cool though with the lights there.
Yeah.
This song would benefit from fireworks. This again difficult to judge because there's no crowd.
Yeah. That's the better bit about rehearsals when you see shots like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's climbing on the drums right now. What is she standing on?
Yeah.
Oh, she's standing on the drums. That's scary. All right. So her outfit is all black and red, red hat, almost looks like a cowboy hat, but not quite. And then she's wearing a black top, you know, not bra,
crop
it's a little
top.
bit more, yeah. And then
Showing a lot of skin.
show a lot of skin. That's exactly what I was trying to say. But she looks sexy, so she looks good. I like it. I like the whole. And then she has red ribbons, same color, like wrapped around her microphone stand. The guy is standing right next to her on the platform as well, like a black leather jacket, like a red scarf and a white shirt, like kind of like what you expect from him.
Yeah.
Playing the drums, but something is flying there. And
Just throw that.
what else? And then on the platform, there are like all these white / light blue. It's white lights, I guess. You know, just flashing around them, almost like into a pyramid-looking thing. Then at some point she walks down, and I think during the first chorus, and then walks up that little bridge thing on the side, right? And finishes
She's
the
at
chorus
the
on
wing of
top of that. So she walks around a lot. There's a lot walking around. Then during the second verse, she comes back down, right? Walks slowly back down, and then starts singing. And then continues to sing.
Yeah.
And at some point, she then walks. You know, there's a little catwalk in front of the stage. She walks along on that thing as well. So lots of walking. Then she does this whole thing, stops in the center of it, and talks to the audience, the non-existing audience right now, doing this sing along or whatever she said. And then just a fist thing, and I think it'll have more energy once there are actually people in there. Again, it's the first run through. And then she walks around, comes back, and then walks up back to the platform, and ends up on top of the drums, like the big drum standing on top of it.
Yeah.
And then
I'm alright.
at the very last second, jumps down, standing right next to her brother.
As long as you've not got press conferences.
Did that sum it up?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeah. I just want to add that there are just two, the brother and the sister, and the drum and the platform. It should have been looking empty, but it's not.
I think
It
just the fact
doesn't look empty.
it's just a small platform that they're kind of on, but it's
but
enough.
she's using everywhere.
She uses every tool. She's very active, walking around,
Yes.
doing stuff. And that way, it's not static. Because it's a very loud, energetic song,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And that is what you need to benefit from. So I'm not usually a big fan of this whole, how you doing this, man? It really takes me out of the moment. It's not a concert like that, you know, this is more. But hey, it's kind of song, this song allows it a little bit more, I guess. She hit those notes. I like her with a raspy voice when she really screams it. So it was good. I think I need to get used to the staging because I didn't know what to expect. But I like that they really utilize
Me
a
too.
lot of the things, all the things that they have available.
Yeah.
So that would be my thing. What do
Yeah.
you think, Sean?
I'm tweeting, sorry. one second.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not particularly a massive fan of the song.
Okay.
So I just think it's a little bit generic.
It's what, generic?
Unfortunately, a little bit generic.
I think it's super
unfortunately, but it is a good performance.
It's a good
Powerful,
performance, yeah.
Some good camera angles there. Particularly that one where there's
Yeah.
like the spotlight over.
Yeah.
She's doing that.
Yes.
She's like
Because the lights
raising
hit
her
her
fist
as well
in
at
the
that
air.
moment. Like
Yeah.
when she does that, yeah, Lisbon, come on, or something
Yeah.
like that. Then the lights hit her, like the big flashlights, and it's like a big moment on her. It's done very well. So I think, regardless of whether you like the song, because it's not the most popular song, it has a dedicated fan base as well, I guess, but it's not quite the most popular song. But objectively, I think this was really good staging. There need to be a few things, of course, fixed. This is the first rehearsal, of course, duh. But I think that we should be satisfied with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting something more like this, so I'm quite satisfied.
Yeah. I do like the light, because when she walks up the catwalk thing,
Yeah.
you see him in the back still playing the drums.
Yeah.
And the lights just really pop and they go up. They have these lights going up to the ceiling. It looks really good. And the stage, the rest of it's very red. Like, it's besides those white lights, there's a lot of red going on here, which is exactly what I want. Like red, almost like orangey kind of. But it's just the right colors that they're using for the energetic song.
Yeah.
Because as I said, you don't want a dark blue here, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Or even green or anything, like a purple wouldn't have worked either. So this is good. And then it's a little bit bluey then at some point, but it's a light blue. So it's done well. It's really well executed, I think. Do you see a cameraman? There are 3 cameramans that got caught running around,
Just
so
running and
they got to
running.
work on that. Okay, so what's happening? Did you know that Madonna now lives in Lisbon? Maybe you see her. Is that true? That Madonna lives in Lisbon?
I don't
Or are you just
know.
making a joke?
Well, she absolutely looks like Madonna.
So yeah, it's a good. it's a very unexpected day for me as far as like the songs are concerned, like what turned on, because I expected Greece to come with something big, and they went very like
Yeah.
not generic. Generic is not the right
It
word.
was so empty. It was so
Empty,
simple.
yes.
Yeah.
But then Switzerland comes in and Austria come in and they're like, what?
Yeah.
There were times when like Austria was like not a Eurovision nation. Like they always messed it up.
Yeah.
And now they're
But
like.
this year, yeah.
So let's take a look while we have a couple of minutes to see who is in the betting odds right now. Israel is number 1. France is number 2. We knew all of that. Australia is currently number 3. Followed by Bulgaria, number 4. Number 5, Estonia. 6, Czech Republic. 7, Norway. 8, Sweden. 9, Greece. So Greece is not that bad. It's still there. Number 10, Spain. Spain went up a little, I guess. And Finland, 11. Belgium is number 12 now. And then Italy, 13. But we'll keep in mind, with still rehearsing, some of them will change now. So I
Yeah.
don't see that many surprises here, actually, right now. Belgium a little lower. You can see it now. It's not doing too hot.
Italy was like no, Belgium was like 4th or something.
At some point, right? For a short moment, yeah, that's true. So let's see who's
I want to see Croatia.
Croatia. is
Oh,
right there.
Croatia were 33, but it's just
Somebody said, well, they were 38 at some point.
Yeah.
So it goes up a little, and we'll wait. You have to wait a little bit for it to really,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
to make a difference. Okay, so anyway, so we're back to the chat. So we didn't look for a couple of minutes because we were looking at the odds. So that's what's happening. So questions. ESC Vin said, since when you guys follow Eurovision as a fan? I first found out about the song contest in 1998. That was the first time when I was really young. And I've been watching it ever since.
2006 was my 2006 was my first watching.
You first watching?
I was 10.
I remember like when I was really, really young, I watched, there was a clip. I forgot even what, I think it was Rock and Roll Kids in 1994. It was like 4 years before that. So I remember, I remember that being on. That's the first memory I have, but really watching it was 1998. Anyway, here's Switzerland one more time. Oh, you hear that break, by the way? It just, Wild Joker on the gold throne, boom, boom. This is really good at the beginning. Kind of like they did in the music video.
Yeah.
Slightly shorter, of course, because, it would be long. But that is exactly what I was looking like. You get the attention immediately.
Yeah.
Start on a big note there kind of thing. They're really good because, they're siblings.
Yeah.
And they kind of interact with their great primacy without making it creepy.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, they're brothers and sisters. It feels normal, like not like in love, but in,
Yeah.
They need to crank up the backup vocals a little bit, I think. Can barely hear them. So now she's walking up the bridge again. So that looks good. And then she's still singing there, doing her little, she has her eyes closed a lot right now. But again, this is just rehearsals. Ooh. I love that part. Ooh. It's my favorite part. Ooh. 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 It's just very fun. Yeah, she's not back on stage, by the way, in the center, just not on the platform, but in front of it, holding onto her microphone stand, and pushes it down. That's good. That's angry. It's a little angry. The song, right? Powerful.
Yeah.
Now she walks down the stairs to the to the catwalk in front of it. I don't wanna go back. So now she's standing in center of the catwalk, facing the audience. That is currently not there. Oh, she's holding something. Oh, it's gonna be fireworks. She's holding a stick in her hand. What is that? That's gonna be fireworks probably coming out of that thing.
She needs to hold it away from her face if she's going to do
Yeah, she's going to use it right now, I guess. They don't want to waste it. But it looks like she's holding a black stick, which probably is going to be
Yeah.
some fireworks that are coming out of it. But she handed it back to the guy in front of the stage.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because for some reason when it comes to like it's not a rock song, but she has a rock voice, right?
Yeah.
When you have a rock voice, it's often more forgivable when you don't hit a note completely right. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? You're a little
Yeah.
bit more forgivable with that.
Yeah.
Is this raw?
It's raw, exactly. Because there were like a couple notes were not quite good. Nothing like horrible. She's so like something about her I really like. She's so
She's
cute.
absolutely look like Madonna.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it. She's absolutely looking like Madonna.
You should absolutely. So yeah, so this is what happened. So she's we assume it's going to be fireworks because otherwise it would be kind of silly holding just a stick in her hand.
No way.
Yes.
It's gonna be so ridiculous.
That's what it is. I do say that a lot, don't I? That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I change it every year because I remember in 2014, Maddie, who was on our team, she always not made fun of me, but kind of made fun of me. But I always said "wee" all the time, like "wee," and she always made fun of me. Like this became my thing. And then I did something else, so I just change it up every year.
Yeah.
Madonna moved to Lisbon a few months ago. Check her Instagram account and you'll see it. That's cool. Let's find her. Let's stalk. Let's stalk Madonna. And tell her, you know, Madonna, you look like that girl from Zibbz.
Yeah. Hey, Madonna.
Not the other way around. Is there some news about Nicolas? Romain is asking what I know so far, and it may be outdated. There's more, but all we know so far is that he will not be able to rehearse, be there for the second rehearsal. So that is unfortunate. As far as like what else is going to happen, that remains to be seen. So, when did I start working for Honda? I don't work for Honda, Gemsland. Does it say Honda anywhere? Anyway, so this was Switzerland's second run through, and they will have one more, and then we get we're gonna finish this stream, and then give us a few minutes just to drink and relax, and then we're gonna be back in like 5 to 10 minutes, and Ireland and Cyprus. So how do you say that? Cypriot fans? Cypriot fans. Cypriotic. The Cypriotic fans and the Greek, probably a lot of Greek fans as well, will be very interested in that. And Albania, right? Wasn't she like born in Albania?
Oh,
Eleni?
I think she's Albanian.
He's from Albania.
She's
from
born in Albania but lived in Greece. And now represents Cyprus.
It's kind of confusing, isn't it?
That's Eurovision.
That's Eurovision.
Celebrate diversity.
Yes. So, are you from Colombia?
No.
Nobody's from Colombia here.
I love the use.
Dory Roland says, did I miss Switzerland? How did it go? You did miss it-ish. We saw 2 run-throughs right now. They have 1 more right now, I believe, possibly 2. It's good. We've said it before. It's very energetic. She utilizes basically everything that's available on stage to her. Well, not everything. The lift isn't really utilized, but she walks up to the bridge. She does the catwalk. So it's just very energetic. It's not boring at all. They do a good job with the lighting as well. So this is very well executed. And once they bring up the energy, because the energy is not quite there, but only because number 1, it's a rehearsal. Number 2, this song requires an audience because she's walking into the audience to a certain degree, like standing there and interacting with them. And if you don't have that, you don't really get the vibe, the feel of it. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Cyprus 2012 or Cyprus 2018? Anybody voting?
Cyprus 2018.
2012.
2012 for Sean says 2012. La 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 la
2012.
la la. Efe also says 2012. I will agree. I will also say 2012. But 2012 they didn't win me over until actually the live shows. So maybe it'll have something happen this year. Maybe it will come 2018 after I've seen the rehearsals. But
That's definitely like a flare or a firework.
Yeah.
yeah, it needs to be a firework or a flare or something like that because there's no. Why would you hold it?
No.
So Alice Ilves is asking, are you surprised by any of the performances today? Good or bad, I guess. I said I'm surprised by Greece that they didn't do more with the staging, I guess. That would be my thing.
Greek
Not
was
that,
so...
just a little bit more play with, even with the lighting and something, maybe something, because I think it will not work with non-Greek people. If that makes sense. That was my concern. And I am surprised by Austria what they came up with. They were clever with the staging.
I'm surprised with Switzerland actually, in a good way.
Good way.
Yeah, I was waiting like more less something like less than national final even.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I don't know why, but they just brought up a really good performance and
Yes.
energy, because I liked it much.
Hi. Okay, so Kai Socks says, "Hi, I just got back from school. Just wondering, was Greece good? This is room for interpretation. I personally was slightly disappointed by Greece because there's really nothing going on but her singing, and I think she really trying to appeal to the Greek people by singing a song about a Greek song and then using her hand being painted in blue." Which is like a sign for the Greek flag or the Greek pride or something like that, I'm hearing. So it doesn't really speak to us foreigners, so there's no effects or nothing. She just sings it, right? And the song has so much potential, to, especially the instrumental part, to really wow us.
Yeah.
Even if it just used stupid drums or anything like the lighting, something fun doing, and nothing happened. You know what I mean? And it didn't happen. So I was a little bit let down by it, I think. Initially I wasn't, but the more I think about it, the less impressed I am with it. So that is what I thought. So a lot of people coming back from school right now, apparently. So hi. We're just about to go offline in a minute, but we'll be back in 10 minutes for the next stream. Ireland and Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Yes.
Tiana.
No. Throwing
Wonder
stuff.
what prop island we've got this year.
Huh?
Wonder what prop island we have this year.
Well, they say that people keep saying they're going to probably bring those 2 male love dancers from the video. Whether or not that's true, we shall
Dancing
see.
on a hot air balloon.
That's not a hot air balloon. Nope, it's not. But that was an amazing thing, that prop, that they had to keep secret. Oh. Sorry.
It's just a reflex.
Oh. I just... Okay, so do you think Noah will be top 10 this year? It could be. It could be. I have to wait for the staging, but I assume the staging is going to be similar to what we saw in the national final. So it really comes down to if it clicks with the televoters. I'm still have my doubts, but it's possible. Regarding Greece, I mean, the problem isn't that the foreigners are the ones who are voting, so you need to pass the message to them too, and this is not happening. Angelina M., I kind of agree, I do agree with you on that. And it's really not me trying to poo-pooing on Greece, because I like the song, right? I just feel like they had to kind of deliver it more, because she sings not in English, so we don't know what she's saying, so her holding up the hand in blue doesn't mean anything to us, and her doing just this and that, yeah, it's kind of fine, but it's not like... woo,
Yeah.
right? So that is my concern. But the song itself is strong enough to, I think,
Yeah,
succeed.
to give. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if she is going to be succeeding delivering the message to the foreigners,
Yes.
she's going to be successful.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Yes.
Because the stage is so empty. She's just relying on the lights. It looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I'm not sure about Greece. I'm sure about Cyprus, but I'm not sure about Greece.
Yeah, I'm a little bit... I'm not saying it's going to hurt their chances, but it's certainly going to help them. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe it clicked with people. It didn't click with me at the staging. So I can only speak from my experience, and I think it's more of a consensus here. All right, next question. Do you think the postcards might be longer this year so they're able to prepare all the elaborate staging on time? No. Not just because of elaborate staging, it will be because you don't have the time. The entire show can only be 2 hours long for the semis, and then there's also set time slot for the actual final. So they're not going to make the postcards longer. So they just have to figure things out. The most difficult ones they will put right after a break, right?
Yeah.
So they know which one take longer to set up, and the others they will have to just figure it out. That's why we have the dress rehearsals, and it'll happen a lot. You're going to be here for the dress rehearsals, right? You can listen in. There will be often awkward breaks in between. You saw they're like hey, next, like song 5, then Finland starts, and then we have this awkward break for like a minute or two because they're not ready setting up the stage.
Yeah.
So that happens in the dress rehearsals, and they'll learn from that what to do fast. And it's a fascinating part, whether you've seen it live Eurovision or not, or from the press center. It's fascinating because there's one group of technicians coming up, rolling on one piece, while they're rolling up the other one, another group. So it's so amazing how everything is planned. Whether one person is responsible for the microphone stand, one person is responsible for that one drum they're going to put on there. Huge production. It's amazing. So even though you think it's such a big prop, it's difficult, they have like a dozen people come up and just doing that. I would love to do that one year. Just kind of getting the flow of that.
Yeah.
Oh, for one day probably, then I'm done.
Maybe one day.
Yes. So we're gonna get Switzerland one more time, and then we're gonna have a quick break, my friends. Five.
Come on.
Oh, where's the countdown? Oh, he did a countdown, but only not every few numbers only. He's like 5, 2. Huh? He doesn't know how to count.
Yeah, he didn't.
I love this part. This is good. Dark.
That's cool.
That is good. The beginning is amazing.
It catches the attention.
It catches me like boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted them to do. I think they all watch my videos. Except for Greece. Except for Greece. Yeah. No, I ain't throwing stones.
Would you like to see America participating?
No.
Absolutely
Hell
not.
to the no. We would mess it up, and we would always, if you don't win, we'd be pissed.
Absolutely not. Oh. I thought she was on the left and I got excited.
What?
I thought she was on the left, I got excited.
Okay, so, I don't know what else to add to this one. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to. What?
Was she bringing the microphone?
Yeah, she had that dragon with her before, yes. As soon as she comes back from the bridge, she grabs it.
Ah, okay. She's so comfortable.
She's like, yeah. And this is not the easiest choreography. I mean, it's not dance, but like staging.
Yeah.
So she's good. If you are you put betting odds, you may consider putting a few bucks down for Switzerland. Oh, she's using it now.
Yeah.
Both of them. It's a flare, not a fireworks. It's
like a flame. Flame
Flare.
is burning.
the flame is burning there for sure. It's a flare, yeah. And it's kind of weird that when it's like,
Yeah.
she needs to throw it sooner. Like it was still like the smoke was coming out, it was already done, just still holding it.
Yeah.
But again, that's what rehearsals are there for.
Yeah.
Now she's climbing onto the drums again. She seems so confident. Not arrogant, but confident.
Yes, yeah.
Like she has been doing this for a long time. I am really impressed with Switzerland.
Me too.
So we're done with this block. So it's another good day so far.
Yeah.
We have 2 more songs to rehearse: Ireland and Cyprus. Thank you. My bad. So we'll be back in just a little bit. I think Sean's turn will be next on the stream. So get out of here. No.
Okay. Bye.
No, you'll see him plenty. Trust me.
Okay.
So we'll be back. We have the link already on our website, but if not, just make sure you subscribe because you get notification when we're live. Okay?
Yeah.
So I would do the whole blowing kisses, but I'm really weird. when I'm
Miss
doing that.
me, okay?
Miss him a little, but not too much. All right, we'll be back, my friends.
Bye.